had received a 30-year lease from the Shyama Prasad Mukherjee Port Authority beginning August 2024. The lease covered nearly 6,700 square meters for the construction of a multi-story warehouse and cold storage facility. Fresh revelations have now raised serious questions about the structural safety of the project. Sources indicate that the land changed hands multiple times over the years and that structures at the site were allegedly built and demolished on 4 separate occasions. It is also being claimed that after the lease was granted in 2024, reconstruction remained incomplete and the structure continued to stand on a weak foundation. The BJP in West Bengal alleges that the warehouse was illegally constructed under the TMC government and demands accountability. Chief Minister Shubhendu Adhikari visited the site and reviewed the ongoing rescue operations. A detailed investigation is expected into the circumstances surrounding the collapse, including violations of safety and construction norms. As rescue teams race, the tragedy has once again put the spotlight on construction safety and oversight in major urban infrastructure projects.
And now in Pune. Ketan Agarwal, a 26-year-old based in Pune, was allegedly murdered by his fiancée and her alleged boyfriend. The accused pushed him into a gorge near Lohagad Fort. Meanwhile, there are some shocking updates coming in the case where the Pune court remanded Ketan Agarwal's fiancée and her alleged boyfriend. Both of them have been sent to 7 days of police custody. Also, it's been revealed that Siya tried to kill her fiancé 3 times in the last 20 days at the same spot. Here are some more details into the story. Take a look.
That he was spotted in at this very spot wearing all the gloves, all the bandana, all the jackets, and this is where exactly he was spotted while trekking to Lohagad Fort.
It has emerged that before the planned murder, Ketan and Siya visited the Lohagad Fort twice. According to the father's statement, Siya insisted on visiting Lohagad Fort around 31st of May. But she again insisted on 14th of June to visit the fort. But Ketan's parents denied as they were going to travel to Bali for pre-wedding shoot. But she again insisted on 14th of June to visit the fort. But Ketan's parents refused as they were going to travel to Bali for the pre-wedding shoot. Later, after Siya created a fuss about the denied permission on 14th of June, the couple visited the Lohagad Fort. She made the first attempt of pushing Ketan off the cliff, but she did not succeed. Again, on 18th of June, the couple visited the Lohagad Fort for Siya's birthday celebrations. And that's when she pushed him off the cliff. Also, it has been revealed that Siya tried to kill her fiancé 3 times in 20 days at the same spot. On the day of murder, Ketan Chaudhary, the alleged boyfriend, and Siya Goyal were in contact through a house help's mobile phone to avoid being traced. Later, many CCTVs were scrutinized, which revealed that on the day of murder, Siya and Ketan reached 20 to 25 minutes before her boyfriend Ketan Chaudhary. Moreover, police sources indicate that Ketan Chaudhary and Siya Goyal planned everything at a local coffee shop in Pune. Meanwhile, huge shocker coming in was father's statement when he said that Ketan frequently asked him about Siya's background. He also mentioned about Siya being friends with Ketan and also frequently mentioned Ketan's name. Ketan asked his father about Siya's background check not once but thrice. Doubts started emerging in Ketan's mind after Siya was behaving weirdly. With fresh revelations of multiple alleged murder attempts, officials are expected to probe deeper into the conspiracy.
And now, viewers, what's happening in Bihar as the political heat over the controversial Bharat Tiwari encounter that took place on the 17th of June is continuing to intensify. A large public gathering is being held in the Biloti village to protest the police encounter killing of Bharat Tiwari. Participants have been raising slogans against the police and Bihar's Chief Minister Samrat Chaudhary demanding his resignation. Several political leaders have commented on the incident, and in fact, his family claims he was encountered, shot in the leg. He succumbed to his injuries even after he submitted in front of the Bihar police. Here's a report.
भरोसा कीजिए, फालतू बोलेगा रे, फेंक दे, यार इनको दे दिया गया.
The Bharat Tiwari encounter case continues to spark political and public debate across Bihar. Days after the controversial police encounter on June 17th, a major Mahapanchayat is being organized in Bharat Tiwari's native village, Bhojpur district. Several political parties, including the Samajwadi Party, are expected to participate in the gathering as demands for accountability and justice gain momentum. Political strategist and Jan Suraj founder Prashant Kishore is also expected to visit Bharat Tiwari's village and meet local residents and family members. Bharat Tiwari's death during a police encounter has triggered widespread reactions, with supporters questioning the circumstances surrounding the operation. The incident has now become a major political issue in Bihar, with opposition parties demanding transparency in the investigation.
भारत तिवारी के एनकाउंटर के बाद यहाँ पर अब तमाम लोग देखिए सड़कों पर आ चुके हैं. आज महापंचायत का आयोजन था. एक तरफ दिखाइए उधर अनुपम तस्वीरें, एक तरफ महापंचायत था, लेकिन अब जो है एक गुट जो महापंचायत में शामिल हुआ वो अब सड़कों पर देखिए यहाँ पर जाम लगा दिया है. लंबा ये देखिए जाम इस समय आपको दिखाई दे रहा होगा. आगे से पीछे तक अगर ये कैमरा अगर हम पैन करेंगे तो लगभग कई किलोमीटर का ये लंबा जाम है. अब इसको जाम को अब खुलवाने में अब काफ़ी मशक्कत अब प्रशासन को यहाँ पर करनी पड़ रही है. आप देखेंगे जहाँ पर देखिए सड़कों पर काफ़ी संख्या में ग्रुप में लोग एकत्रित हुए. इधर का जाम अब देखिए हालांकि धीरे धीरे खुल रहा है, मूवमेंट हो रही है, लेकिन जो तमाम लोग आक्रोशित हैं कैसे वो सड़कों पर आ गए. उन लोगों का ये कहना है कि जब तक न्याय नहीं मिलेगी भरत तिवारी के परिवार को, भरत तिवारी को, तब तक इसी तरह से आंदोलन ये जारी रहेगा.
Amid mounting pressure, the Bihar government has already ordered a judicial inquiry into the encounter. BJP leaders have appealed for patience and urged people to allow the investigation to take its course. With a judicial probe underway and political mobilization gathering pace, all eyes are now on the Mahapanchayat and the findings of the inquiry.
And that's all that we could wrap for you in this edition of Super Prime Time. Don't go anywhere. On the other side at 8 p.m, our editor-in-chief Arnab Goswami lays open the debate on the Kolkata roof collapse. How long until the government in West Bengal wakes up?
साथी हाथ बढ़ाना साथी रे, जिंदल साथी सील साथी रे, हर सॉलिड इसकी फील है, जिंदल साथी सील है, तो उसकी स्टेनलेस स्टील है, क्वालिटी में दम है साथी रे, बिजनेस करेगा ग्रो साथी रे, टाइमलेस इसका लुक है साथी रे, और जिंदल
जिंदल साथी सील है तो असली स्टेनलेस स्टील है.
तो जब भी आप स्टेनलेस स्टील पाइप्स एंड ट्यूब्स खरीदें, जिंदल साथी सील जरूर चेक करें.
जिंदल स्टेनलेस, इंडियाज लीडिंग प्रोड्यूसर ऑफ स्टेनलेस स्टील.
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
सैंडविच, लस्सी और छाछ और
हर घूंट में चमकी चाट. ड्राई फ्रूट और दही बड़े।
चमकी चाट से स्वाद बढ़े।
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चंकी चाट।
डॉक्टर रोमा मैनुअल वाइंडिंग 4 लोगों के पास है ये।
कुछ इससे भी अनोखा।
कमला पसंद सिर्फ एक अनोखा स्वाद। कमला पसंद पान मसाला। चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
आलू चाट या फ्रूट चाट,
स्वाद बढ़ाए चमकी चाट।
क्या बात है। स्वादिष्ट पकोड़े और परेशान, अरे चंकी चाट है इसकी जान।
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चंकी चाट।
Armed forces at the borders, you know who the enemy is. The enemy is defined, right? You know who the enemy is. But in the case of internal security, I wanted to ask this question to each one of you. You can take 30 seconds to 1 minute to answer this question. You can count the number of victims of terror in India, right? Cross-border terror. But look at the number of victims of Maoist terror. 9,000 civilians have been killed in the last 20 years. 9,000. Cross-border terrors are only a fraction of that. 2,700 security have been martyred fighting Maoists. 2,700, right? In the case of, and my question is, you can take it, Rakesh sir, and then Ashok ji and Rudresh can take, 30 seconds. When you don't know who the enemy is, who's funding the enemy? Because the enemy is right next to you. The enemy is getting money from somewhere else. The enemy is pumping in money to Maoists to fight our forces. So, how deal with that? So, we refer to some of these people as urban Naxals. They could be anywhere. They could be around you. How do you deal with urban Naxals?
I would like to say, एक जनरल परसेप्शन है कि गरीबी की वजह से नक्सलिज्म पनपता है, बट मैं कहूँगा कि जो हम लोगों ने स्टडी की है और जो हम लोगों का एक्सपीरियंस है कि गरीबी का जो कारण, नक्सलिज्म का जो कारण है वो गरीबी नहीं है, बल्कि क्योंकि नक्सलिज्म वहाँ पैदा हो गया, इसकी वजह से वो उन एरियाज़ का डेवलपमेंट ही नहीं हो पाया और वो एरिया गरीबी में और डेवलपमेंट में पिछड़ते गए। जो नक्सलिज्म में वो उन एरिया में ज़्यादा फैला जहाँ पे कि टेरेन डिफ़िकल्ट थी, जंगल्स थे जहाँ पर सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेस और गवर्नमेंट की रीच नहीं हो सकती थी, तो उनके डेवलपमेंट की जो स्टेज थी वो वैसे ही थोड़ी कम थी। और
को-पावर्ड बाय क्रिस्टल क्रॉप प्रोटेक्शन, देश का किसान, देश का हीरो।
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
सैंडविच, लस्सी और छाछ और
हर घूंट में चमकी चाट।
अब बताओ स्वाद आया?
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चंकी चाट।
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
प्यास बुझाए, ठंडक लाए, सबको भाए जीरा से। MDH का जल जीरा, जीरा से।
जीरा से असली रिफ्रेशिंग, असली स्वाद, असली मजा।
MDH।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
आलू चाट या फ्रूट चाट,
स्वाद बढ़ाए चमकी चाट।
क्या बात है। स्वादिष्ट पकोड़े और परेशान, अरे चंकी चाट है इसकी जान।
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चंकी चाट।
जिंदल साथी सील है तो असली स्टेनलेस स्टील है।
तो जब भी आप स्टेनलेस स्टील पाइप्स एंड ट्यूब्स खरीदें, जिंदल साथी सील जरूर चेक करें।
जिंदल स्टेनलेस, इंडियाज लीडिंग प्रोड्यूसर ऑफ स्टेनलेस स्टील।
So please settle down now for a day of powerful conversations, extraordinary stories, and defining perspectives. Because the Republic Summit is not merely a forum to discuss India's future, it is a front row seat to the people, ideas, and institutions that are helping build it. Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, to the Republic Summit 2026. Welcome to Great Power India, Nation First. I'd like to now invite Republic Media Network's founder and editor-in-chief, Mr. Arnab Goswami, along with Shri Rakesh Agarwal, IG CRPF, Shri Ashok Kumar, Commandant 210 Cobra Battalion, CRPF, and Sub-Inspector Rudresh Singh, 210 Cobra Battalion, CRPF, to please come up on stage to light the ceremonial lamp. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause as they come up. These are the people on the ground who've earned their accolades, as we request them to please move towards the ceremonial lamp and light it. A final round of applause as Arnab adds his brilliance to the event. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Up next, we have our brave security personnel whose courage and commitment have safeguarded the nation's journey and transformed a belt which has been a no-go area for decades. For years, they have fought a difficult battle in some of the country's most challenging terrain, displaying extraordinary courage and commitment. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you a short intro to their remarkable story on how they wiped out Maoist terror.
Armed forces at the borders. You know who the enemy is. The enemy is defined, right? You know who the enemy is. But in the case of internal security, I wanted to ask this question to each one of you. You can take 30 seconds to 1 minute to answer this question. You can count the number of victims of terror in India, right? Cross-border terror. But look at the number of victims of Maoist terror. 9,000 civilians have been killed in the last 20 years. 9,000. Cross-border terrors are only a fraction of that. 2,700 security have been martyred fighting Maoists. 2,700.
Co-powered by Crystal Crop Protection. देश का किसान, देश का हीरो.
जिंदल साथी सील है तो असली स्टेनलेस स्टील है.
तो जब भी आप स्टेनलेस स्टील पाइप्स एंड ट्यूब्स खरीदें, जिंदल साथी सील जरूर चेक करें.
जिंदल स्टेनलेस, इंडियाज लीडिंग प्रोड्यूसर ऑफ स्टेनलेस स्टील.
AU सेविंग्स अकाउंट में मिलते हैं अमेजिंग बेनिफिट्स, पेपरलेस बैंकिंग एंड हायर इंटरेस्ट, वो भी हर महीने.
मनी 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 एवरी मंथ. सोच बदलो और बैंक भी.
प्यास बुझाए, ठंडक लाए, सबको भाए जीरा सिम. MDH का जल जीरा, जीरा सिम.
जीरा सिम, असली रिफ्रेशिंग, असली स्वाद, असली मजा.
MDH.
जब तक लाजवाब न बन जाए, उसे नहीं इत्मीनान है. तभी तो रिचमंड बनना नहीं आसान है.
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
सैंडविच, लस्सी और छाछ.
हर घूंट में चमकी चाट. ड्राई फ्रूट और दही बड़े.
चमकी चाट से स्वाद बढ़े.
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चमकी चाट.
Armed forces at the borders. You know who the enemy is. the enemy is defined, right? You know who the enemy is. But in the case of internal security, I wanted to ask this question to each one of you. You can take 30 seconds to 1 minute to answer this question. You can count the number of victims of terror in India, right? Cross-border terror. But look at the number of victims of Maoist terror. 9,000 civilians have been killed in the last 20 years. 9,000. Cross-border terrors are only a fraction of that. 2,700 security have been martyred fighting Maoists. 2,700, right? In the case of, and my question is, you can take it, Rakesh sir, and then Ashok ji and Rudresh can take, 30 seconds. When you don't know who the enemy is, who's funding the enemy? Because the enemy is right next to you. The enemy is getting money from somewhere else. The enemy is pumping in money to Maoists to fight our forces. So how do you deal with that? So we refer to some of these people as urban Naxals. They could be anywhere. They could be around you. How do you deal with urban Naxals?
I would like to say, एक जनरल परसेप्शन है कि गरीबी की वजह से नक्सलिज्म पनपता है, बट मैं कहूँगा कि जो हम लोगों ने स्टडी की है और जो हम लोगों का एक्सपीरियंस है कि गरीबी का जो कारण, नक्सलिज्म का जो कारण है वो गरीबी नहीं है, बल्कि क्योंकि नक्सलिज्म वहाँ पैदा हो गया, इसकी वजह से वो उन एरियाज़ का डेवलपमेंट ही नहीं हो पाया और डेवलपमेंट में पिछड़ते गए। जो नक्सलिज्म में वो उन एरिया में ज़्यादा फैला जहाँ पे कि टेरेन डिफ़िकल्ट थी, जंगल्स थे जहाँ पर सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेस और गवर्नमेंट की रीच नहीं हो सकती थी, तो उनके डेवलपमेंट की जो स्टेज थी वो वैसे ही थोड़ी कम थी। और जब वहाँ नक्सल ने अपना गढ़ बना लिया तो उन्होंने वहाँ फिर डेवलपमेंट होने ही नहीं दिया कि अब तो यहाँ पे हमारा राज चलेगा और यहाँ पर कैसे फंड्स इकट्ठा करना है वो हम लोग देखेंगे, यहाँ डेवलपमेंट हमने नहीं होने देना है। और जो छोटा मोटा वहाँ डेवलपमेंट हुआ था, कोई स्कूल बने थे, कोई हॉस्पिटल बने थे, कोई रोड्स बनी थी, कोई ब्रिज बने थे, कोई रेलवे ट्रैक बने हुए थे, उन्होंने नक्सलियों ने ये छत्तीसगढ़ साइड में और झारखंड साइड में उन सभी चीज़ों को उड़ा दिया, सारे इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर को उड़ा दिया ताकि वहाँ पर डेवलपमेंट का कोई भी चीज़ पहुँच ना पाए। अगर मैं नक्सल फंडिंग की बात करूं, 300 से
Another crushing structural collapse. Eight killed in Kolkata shed collapse. Did corruption-led shed operate? Debating tonight at 8 p.m.
Presenting by Zoho Business Software, trusted by 15 crore users. Co-presenting by Borger Paints, paint your imagination. Co-powered by IIHM International Institute of Hotel Management.
The live-streamed encounter in Bihar. Protests over Bharat Tiwari encounter. Why did cops shoot at activist Tiwari? Debating tonight at 8:30 p.m.
Presenting by Zoho Business Software, trusted by 15 crore users. Co-presenting by Borger Paints, paint your imagination. Co-powered by IIHM International Institute of Hotel Management.
Real video, fake report. Was it Bhagwant Mann in the video? Sacrilege storm, who is lying? Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
Presented by Amity University, ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally. Co-presenting by Borger Paints, paint your imagination. Powered by RP Sanjeev Goenka Group, growing legacies since 1820. TVS iQube, India's favorite family EV.
दुनिया का हर नेता, हर देश इस बात को भली भांति समझता है कि आज के भारत के लिए नेशन फर्स्ट ही सबसे बड़ा मंत्र है, सबसे बड़ा सिद्धांत है।
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Tonight, another urban tragedy after the fire in Delhi and the Lucknow coaching center fire, a shed collapse, and tragedy strikes again in Kolkata. At 8:30 p.m., what is the truth of the live-streamed encounter in Bihar? Why was Bharat Tiwari killed? And at 9 o'clock tonight, Bhagwant Mann, did he try to forge documents to cover up his alleged sins for which the Akal Takht has declared him a Guru Drohi? Is it time for the Punjab Chief Minister to quit on his own? There have been a series of urban tragedies in the month of June. And the latest is what happened today, a little after noon, at an under-construction warehouse in Kolkata, in a place called Taratala. Ladies and gentlemen, an under-construction warehouse where the iron beams and concrete all fell, and so many people killed, many, many more, ladies and gentlemen, trapped under heavy iron beams and concrete as of us bringing you this broadcast. We are told that there are questions about the construction, that there is prima facie evidence of design and construction flaws. The iron beams, we are told, were not strong enough to hold the weight of the concrete above them. Therefore, this building was always going to fall. The question was only when. Today, the Chief Minister of Bengal, Shubhendu Adhikari, was at the site as the bodies were being taken out. But the question is this: who approved the plans for this building? Who approved the construction? Is anyone at all responsible for inspecting the site? More importantly, who cleared the engineering building plan? And why is it that if it was indeed done, iron beams became too weak for the load above them? You see, viewers, these pictures we are seeing tonight should not be seen in isolation. Because this entire month we've had wake-up call after wake-up call. And as far as the system is concerned, you see, they announce ex gratia payment. Money is given to the family members of the deceased. It's almost procedural. And then we move on. But should we move on? Or should we not ask why these things happen only in India? Should we forget what happened on the 22nd of June, when 18 people, mostly aged between 20 and 24, were killed after a massive fire broke out in a 3-storied commercial building in Aliganj in Lucknow? We saw the pictures. This building housed a coaching center. and a gaming zone. So the people there were very young people. These students were trapped as thick smoke and flames rapidly engulfed the structure. People did not have time to even jump out. Some people did, many couldn't. Are we to look at these matters as unfortunate incidents? Or is it time for us to look deeper and ask, are rules being broken? Are bribes being paid? Is compromise happening all the time, ladies and gentlemen, all the time? Not that there is no respect for the rules. It's just this attitude in India, this chalta hai attitude, that you can break the rules, you can flout the rules, you can save money and risk lives, and life will carry on unless the next tragedy happens. And that is exactly what happened in the Delhi Malviya Nagar hotel fire in the early part of June this very year, a few weeks back. 21 people died. There were horrific visuals there. This was a violation of bed and breakfast establishment rules. Ladies and gentlemen, 49 people were admitted to hospitals and later came out they could only have 6 rooms, but they had 27. Which means that someone made money. Someone in government made money. Somebody offered money. And in this endless cycle of bribe giving and bribe taking and breaking the rules, in this month alone, ladies and gentlemen, over 50 lives have been lost. Therefore, and going back to Kolkata now, is it time for us to not wake up and ask whether we could be the next victims? How do you know? How do you know, ladies and gentlemen, that places you go to, malls you visit, homes you stay in, shopping complexes you visit, hotels where you stay, how do you know that rules have not been flouted there? I can tell you for sure that there is an air of uncertainty after these repeated incidents. You see, these are not tragedies. These are deliberate urban disasters. And the only reason for all of this happening is, without a doubt, each time there's a blaze, each time there's a tragedy, we call it a tragedy. It's not. It's a violation. It's a breaking of the rules. It's making money and offering money, regardless of how many lives will be lost as a result of it. In this country, unfortunately, the feeling is unless you get caught, nothing happens. And even tonight, people think this is only a Kolkata tragedy. No, Kolkata was not a Kolkata tragedy. Lucknow coaching center fire was not a Lucknow tragedy. Delhi Malviya Nagar hotel fire was not a Delhi tragedy. These are realities of urban India. We need to wake up to, and someone needs to wield the stick. Let's debate.
A shed collapse in Kolkata. At least 8 people have been killed and multiple others injured. The Army, NDRF, SDRF and West Bengal police are working against the clock to rescue those trapped under the debris. West Bengal Chief Minister Suvendu Adhikari also reached the spot of the incident. He says multiple deceased people have not been identified yet.
আন্ডার কনস্ট্রাকশন যত আছে বিশেষ করে কমার্শিয়াল বা যেখানে জলাশয় বুঝিয়ে হয়েছে আগের কর্পোরেশনের বা সরকারের যে আমলে অনুমোদিত প্ল্যান 31 জুলাই অবধি কাজ বন্ধ থাকবে এবং অডিট হবে। অডিটে পিডব্লিউডি, সিভিল ডিফেন্স, ফায়ার, কলকাতা পুলিশ এবং কেএমসি থেকে টিম বানিয়ে দেওয়া হবে। চিফ সেক্রেটারি গাইডেন্স দেবেন, তার ডাইরেকশনে টিম তৈরি হবে। সেই টিম সাইট প্ল্যান, বিল্ডিং প্ল্যান এবং স্পট 3টে ভিজিট করে একটা রিপোর্ট বানাবেন।
Meanwhile, the BJP government says the structure was constructed illegally under the TMC.
अभी एक ही प्रायोरिटी है, रिकवरी कितना हो सके अंदर से जो लोग ट्रैप्ड है, जो लोग फंस गए हैं, और ये जो इलीगल कंस्ट्रक्शन है इसके अंदर कितने लोग फंसे हैं, और पूरा इधर कोलकाता पुलिस, डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट टीम, फायर और सब जितना भी टीम से डिजास्टर रिस्पांस का सब मिलके, आर्मी सब मिलके एक साथ मिलके, और जितना एक ही प्रायोरिटी है कि अभी जितने लोग हैं सबको रिकवर करना. दिस इज द ओनली प्रायोरिटी.
Long queues were seen outside a hospital's trauma center. Families, loved ones, waiting in anticipation, gripped in fear. As rescue operations remain underway, the question is, who is responsible? And how many more such ill-constructed buildings are awaiting collapse before the government wakes up?
Shishir Bajoria, spokesperson of the Bengal BJP, and I have Tausif Khan, who is anti-BJP. I can't even say that he's pro-TMC any longer. Tausif, don't make this a pro or anti-BJP thing, okay? Who approved the construction? It happened in Trinamool time. Who inspected this site? It happened in Trinamool time. Who cleared the building plan? It happened in Trinamool time. Okay? BJP has taken over the government just a couple of weeks back. Okay? So, don't take a political position on this.
Not taking any political position.
Don't do that, yeah.
You see, to me, this is not an unfortunate incident, but a criminal negligence. And who is responsible? Yes, if there is any lacuna, so far the construction is concerned, the people who are, or the examples that you are giving, under the Trinamool rule, yes, they are responsible. But the matter does not end there.
Who approved it?
The big question
who
is,
approved the plan?
The big question, after we finish that question, the next question is, what is the steps that government has taken now to minimize the casualty, to see that the treatment comes to the victims, to see that the all steps are taken by the government.
No, that's not the point. The point is not that. The point is, why did the accident happen?
That is also the point.
The main point is that there is a syndicate. There is a syndicate. Allow me, please. Allow me. You see, we have all known that the corrupt, nepotistic, incompetent, and dirty regime of Mamata Banerjee, her Mafia Raj, encouraged a syndicate system. A syndicate system, ladies and gentlemen, is when if you make any building, you construct anything, you buy any land, you buy a glass of water, a certain percentage goes to Mamata's people. And these are not people with construction experience. Therefore, necessarily, are we to assume, Shishir Bajoria, that this gigantic structure which has fallen down was also constructed with the knowledge of the syndicate, with members of the syndicate, or with the clearance of the syndicate?
I will give you very precise answers, Arnab. On the 21st of January 2026, the plan was approved. The ward councillor was Anwar Khan and the mayor, Firad Hakim. Firad Hakim today was stammering and stuttering and was trying to explain, I did not know this, it does not come to me, Babu, you're the mayor. The plans were approved. And now he was actually finding it difficult even to wash his hands. Let me continue. The plan filed was defective. The drawing submitted was defective. It has come out now. Then as far as...
but who submitted the drawings? Who submitted the drawings? Which company? Where is the company based? How did it happen?
The company is based in Kolkata.
And who owns the company?
To be very frank,
But has that person been arrested or questioned?
No, I don't think the arrest has been made
Why
yet.
has Firad
but
Hakim
it is
himself
happening.
not been questioned?
Firad Hakim, look, it's like this.
Are you going
The
soft on
state
Firad
government-
Hakim in the hope
No
that
way,
he too
no
will
way,
come on your
no
side?
way, no way.
Is
the
Firad,
thing
because
is,
it's
there's
believed that
nothing left
Firad is playing both sides?
There's nothing left of that side. There's nothing left of that side. Today, the entire focus of the state government and the KMC administration, there's no board as such, but the KMC administration was the rescue and looking after the people, getting them out. One very important fact I must tell you, Arnab, 12:07 afternoon, the incident happened. In less than 30 minutes, the first response team was there.
May I interrupt here, sir? I don't want to get into that. That's your duty, and it wouldn't be a compliment if you were doing your job.
No,
I would only
just
ask
a
you
duty.
this question, that my concern is, Shishirda, I'm sure Tausif will agree with me. You know how many Trinamool people have turned promoters. You know how many Trinamool people had turned into construction. You know how many syndicates have made buildings. Now, the concern of people in Kolkata will be how many such accidents are waiting to happen.
Okay. Can I answer this?
Yes.
Now, as far as arresting is concerned, you have seen that since the BJP government came to power, how all the muscle men are getting caught, getting arrested, how the TMC leaders who made this huge piles of money on such ill-gotten stuff. The other step the chief minister has taken, he has stopped all under construction buildings or structures till 31st of July, till they are reviewed and audited, except those who have some, let's say, emergency involved with it, say if it's a hospital, a medical center or something like that, or a fire station. The rest, all has been stopped till 31st of July. And as far as the arrests are concerned, I cannot speak on behalf of the government.
No,
it should not
be. It should not be that the compromise system of the previous government is replaced by a new compromise system of this government. I'm just being careful about it. We must make sure. We must see, this is a concern. So I'll tell you one thing. What's happened in Kolkata is bad people who were under the left, bad people, I don't want to get into bad people, corrupt people, they became Trinamool. And it shouldn't be that the bad people of Trinamool now start wearing BJP clothes. Then on the ground, nothing will change and people will continue to die.
I don't think that's going to happen. I'm rather very sure that's not going to happen. And it's not going to be like a jersey change.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, exactly. So I thought that's what you're asking. And my answer to you, Arnab, is very clear. You will not see this the jersey changes.
I'm not
sure. You will
sure.
see these people getting caught.
I know that there is one particular sports person who is waiting to do a jersey change. But regardless of that, I'm going into this issue. Taratala was not an accident. You agree, Shishirda?
Yes, sir. It was not an accident. It was waiting to happen.
So then where is the bulldozer? This has fallen. When will the bulldozer be used on those responsible?
So you be very sure. All construction as of today has stopped. And all whatever is found.
Why as of today?
What you're saying, it should have happened on 9th of May. But look, this government is not even 6 weeks old.
Yep.
I know we have inherited this. I know this is our.
No, it shouldn't be tomorrow an under construction flyover collapses, It shouldn't happen that, under construction hoarding collapses,
So they've all been stopped from today till 31st of July, till they are audited, till the plans
and
are
you'll audit
revisited.
everything in 5 weeks?
If they have to delay the restarting of construction, it will be delayed, but people's lives will not be at risk.
And has Mamta said anything on this, Tausif? You're going after the present government, which is 6 weeks old. Though Agnimitra Paul was there, Shuvendu Adhikari was there, they were there, they responded, they were on the spot themselves, right? Municipal Affairs Minister, I think, is Agnimitra Paul. She was there. KMC Commissioner Smita
The Health
Pandey
Minister was there.
Health Minister was
The
there.
Health Minister
Yeah,
was there.
Army was there. Army was there. Now, Tausif, where is Mamta Banerjee? Has she taken any responsibility for what happened? What about Firad Hakim? Why are you quiet
He said
on
he
them?
didn't even know.
What is their
He said he
culpability?
didn't even know this.
No, I don't know if Mamata Banerjee, she now being not holding any public office. I don't know whether
this
she will come
construction
out and
happened
say
under
anything
her
on this.
regime.
Perhaps on a humanitarian basis. She can show her condolence to the deceased. But I believe that TMC spokesperson or perhaps Mama Moita has made a statement on this. I may be wrong, but you can just check.
By the way, which
team
side
can
is
check.
Mahua Mitra?
However,
A very quick
Mamta,
question. Which side is Mahua Mitra?
Today, as of now, she is with Mamata Banerjee. Mahua Moita is with Mamata Banerjee as of now, that we all know.
If
you see, Shishida will appreciate what I am saying. Shishida, hear me out, Shishida. What I am saying is no doubt the construction falling and the killings happening. No doubt this is an act of criminal negligence. No doubt the action should be taken on who approved the faulty design, who approved whether there is a syndicate involved, and action should be taken against them. But what the BJP government today can do is to ramp up the rescue operation. There should be no, and to take steps to prevent this from happening in the future. You said that you are doing an audit. But whether today the rescue operation were present, today whether the number of deaths could have been
by the way, your own former mayor has gone on record to say that he has not seen such a rescue operation. To get the NDRF and Indian Army in West Bengal was unheard of. We got it pronto because they had the equipment.
On the Sabendu Adhikaris that we all know.
I'm sorry?
Yes, I appreciate NDRF coming for the rescue operation. It's a great move. Yes, I agree.
Indian Army.
But are there other constructions also the government is taking? An Indian Army involving the Indian Army also for the rescue operation is a good move. Yes, but look at the number of deaths. I don't know what the official record is, but unofficially they are saying that more than 30 people could be a victim. So it's a huge number of deaths that is happening. Very unfortunate.
Let me put a record here straight. The record is that it has been clarified by people who are heading the rescue operation that there are 15 people still trapped. The oxygen has been pumped in for them, water is being supplied, and every 15 are in touch with the rescuers. And the NDRF and Indian Army feel very confident that they will get them out.
Well, just in summary, I want to say this to you, Shishirda, and to Tausif and all our viewers watching tonight. I began this program by saying that we must not look at Kolkata shed collapse in isolation. I have 3 visuals on the screen. Kolkata shed collapse, Lucknow coaching center 22nd, Malviya Nagar fire earlier this June. And unfortunately, I have to be pessimistic about it. There may be in all more than 60 or 70 people killed in these incidents. Are these tragedies? Or are these a result of rules being flouted, money being made, corruption at some level? I would like to ask anyone today watching this whether someone who's a very big builder will ever allow his house to be constructed in a way that it will fall down tomorrow. No, they won't. But they will compromise with the lives of people in public facilities. Therefore, we need to look at these 3 incidents in isolation and truly, ladies and gentlemen, without a doubt, crack the whip. Shishirda and Tausif, I thank you tonight, and I truly understand that there is no opposition today when I find that nobody from the Trinamool is even available on these debates. They are hiding. They are hiding from the eggshells, which they should. I thank you once again, both of you. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to speak over the visuals first over the next news report I have. And before we go to the package, I would like to run some pictures full frame and tell you about this case, which you may not have heard of, which has happened in Bhojpur in Bihar. It involves a 28-year-old who has been killed in police firing. What is described as an encounter. It's not even an encounter. The reason this is controversial is because of the person involved. You see a young man there holding a gun, and someone there, maybe his mother, elderly lady, is telling him not to use the gun. This young man, his name is Bharat Tiwari. Over the last few days and weeks and months, he's acquired an interesting and controversial profile. Some people saw him as a Robin Hood kind of figure, known for raising public issues of flooding, river erosion, and displacement. And he used to use social media for it, Facebook Live, social media. He doesn't have a criminal record in the past, but he has, in many recent posts, been flaunting his gun. So he shows the gun openly at police officers. He shows the gun at others. He's therefore obviously some kind of an outlaw. Now what happened on the 17th of June is that, and it started a couple of days before that, when he went on Facebook and he said, I'm going to launch a revolutionary war. He issues a death threat to the SDM of Jagdishpur. Then he says, after that, he plays victim and he says, the Bihar government wants to eliminate me. On the 16th of June, the Bhojpur police say that he is mentally unwell and efforts are being taken to take him to a mental health facility. Police visit his residence, and that is when this video is shot, when he gathers people around him and he doesn't go into custody. On the 17th of June, and this is the day when the dramatic incident happens, he carries the gun and points it at policemen, and he says, I'm going to shoot you. And he begins by saying, I'm not going to surrender. He's abusive. I've seen the footage myself. He's abusive. He makes many threatening gestures. He says he won't surrender. The police is not firing at him. In fact, he mocks the police for wearing bulletproof jackets. And there is a mix, and he does this all while this entire thing is being live streamed. In fact, I would appreciate it if my producers show me the live streamed video as well, so we can see the raw footage. So ladies and gentlemen, he is not surrendering. He does this on live streaming. He goes on Facebook Live. He's literally showing an armed encounter between him and the policeman for a long, it's like a 15-minute video, and there is the gun you can see there that he's flaunting quite proudly. I can see in the visuals at least 7 to 8 policemen. And at some point, now this is where it gets, first he says he won't surrender. And then he says, well, if the police and the government are willing to listen to me, I'm going to put down my gun. And he throws the gun down. There is one part of that visual when he throws the gun away and the gun goes close to the policeman. At that point, he's not armed. That's when the controversial part happens. If the police knew he was not armed, the video ends, and what we know later is that Bharat Bhushan is shot dead. Bharat Bhushan is also, interestingly, the son of a retired police officer. Viewers, if the police felt he was mentally unwell and knew he had put down his gun, why did they shoot at him? Why did they kill him? Why did they not ask him to put his hands up, surrender, handcuff him, take him to the police station, take him to a mental health facility? Now, because of the way this whole thing turned out, ladies and gentlemen, there is a lot of public anger. And people are asking for an inquiry. That's the young man who did that. And there are two sides to the story. One, that he invited this on himself. The other is that if he put down his gun, why was he killed? This is a live-streamed encounter. Here's a quick news report on it so you understand the context, and then we'll debate.
An encounter live streamed on Facebook has put the Bihar police in the dock.
हट हट ये देखिए स्टार्ट हो गया मारो लो मारो
Bharat Tiwari, a self-styled activist, was controversial. Not the first time he's run into cops.
सभी जगह से घेर के मारो
He was shot dead after laying down his gun. For politicians, he was controversial. For cops, he was a serial offender. For many others, a crusader. The national highway in Bhojpur blocked today due to protests. Under mounting pressure, Bihar Chief Minister Samrat Chaudhary announced judicial inquiry in the case. FIR registered against several police officers. Take a look at what happened in the moments leading up to Bharat being shot at.
पागल हैं? हट हट। ये देखिए, स्टार्ट हो गया। मारो, लो, मारो, मार दीजिए। ये देश मेरा बलिदान, ये जाया नहीं जाएगा। मारो, सभी जगह से घेर के मारो। अरे तो मार दो। देशभक्त लोग डरते हैं क्या गोलियों से? हाँ? तुम सब छिप के कर रहे हैं, हम तो खुले मैदान में हैं। हाँ? काजी का सिलेंडर सामने से कभी होगा, तुम सब आ जाएंगे, यही सब घात करके करेगा। हाँ? मेरे पास आ जाओ, कोई कुछ करेगा। हम कहाँ कर रहे हैं, कोई कुछ करेगा कि नहीं करेगा? ये देखिए।
The moment Bharat throwing his weapon away and surrendering is what has raised serious questions. It contradicts Bihar police's claim that encounter was carried out as Bharat refused to surrender. Cops have also alleged that Bharat was mentally unstable. Political crossfire is intensifying with opposition leaders demanding answers from the Bihar government.
कोई पुलिस वाला गोली नहीं चला सकता है जब तक पटना से आदेश नहीं होगा। इसलिए किसने आदेश दिया है गोली चलाने का, ये जांच होनी चाहिए, और जब तक ये नहीं होगा तब तक हम लोग शांत नहीं बैठेंगे।
पागल हैं?
Did the police cross the line in Bihar?
हट।
So, Satyaprakash Mishra and Manish Bariyar, in the footage, and Ravi Shankar, Ravi of RJD and Vivek Kumar of Jan Swaraj, welcome. I've seen the footage. He put down his gun and then he was killed and shot at. If he has put down his gun, there are about 10 policemen with bulletproof jackets, fully armed with rifles. Why did they kill him?
Are you asking me?
Either of you. Yeah, Satya Prakash ji, you can answer, of course.
There are several videos which is coming, and that created the doubt. So the government ordered a judicial probe. The department in inquiry under the supervision of DIG and ADG and law and order came before media and explained everything, that police failed to handle the matter. Definitely, he was not with a criminal record. Everybody is saying in his village that he was a very great guy. So there is a grief, there is a sorrow, there is a anger, and we understand that government is with that.
No, you've not answered the question. Satyaji, one minute. Manish.
Yeah.
He's a 28-year-old man. You say he's mentally unwell. It could be. He got carried away. It could be. He was wielding a gun. He was threatening police officers even before the incident. There's a picture of him pointing the gun at the police officer when they came to his house. We can play that too, producers. It happened. But he had put down the gun and then he was killed. He had thrown his gun away and then he was killed. Why?
Arnab, I would like to say that I'm very, very angry on this. The police does not have any right to really kill anyone in cold blood. And I have very mixed feelings on this. I felt that the police has done a terrible, terrible mistake and they ought to be punished and sacked. There's no other way. That is what my view is here. If the person, and I'm with you on this, when I see those visuals, it's very clear he had put his arms down. Of course, what he did is something which was again terrible. But there is no justification for the police to actually shoot him the way they did. And I think the police administration is absolutely, accountable for this. And there has to be a case of murder against them. That is what my feeling is.
Nobody is justifying that. Nobody is justifying that. no one has justified that action. The government has not so far justified any action. The government has come forwarded with judicial probe, suspension of 7 police officers, and FIR against of those police officers. The government is proactively did that, and government is committed to justice to the family of Bharat Tiwari. This is really a very, this incident has, shaken the conscience of everyone. Bharat Tiwari was just a normal guy, activist kind of person. Nobody is saying that he was a criminal. He was just a clean guy. What has happened is just happened. This is a kind of blot on the face of the judicial system, police system, and every system. So we share the grief and anger of the family and the society. We understand that. The national working president of the JDU very first time explained that all the video shows and creates doubt. There must be a probe and time-bound probe.
No.
And sufficient has not been done. So any police officer, whosoever will be, definitely will come under the scan of judicial probe and the departmental probe. Action will be definitely taken.
No,
the government
just
is
a moment, Satyaprakash, we must go to the root issue. Is Prashant Kishore being utterly opportunistic when he says, Vivek Kumar, that instructions came from Patna? I mean, he's being so opportunistic. He's preying on a situation which is obviously a local situation. Now, could you please tell me what proof you have that the instructions came from Patna, in which case he's trying to indicate that the Chief Minister Samrat Chaudhary ordered the execution of Bharat Bhushan Tiwari. Please tell us what proof you have or explain why this was said.
First of all, Arnab, thank you so much on behalf of 14 crore Biharis to making this a national issue. And I mean it, because we Biharis are so unfortunate. We are like Kire Makode. Few months back, we were shot by a Delhi police. A Pandav Khushwaha was shot by a Delhi police, a drunk Delhi police. Today, we are shot by Bihar police. Few months back, we were shot in Tamil Nadu. So it's very unfortunate. We Biharis are mostly getting abuses or we are shot. So it's quite unfortunate, and these people will not understand. I'm sorry, will never understand. They have not lost their son. They have not lost their daughter. So it's a tragic incident. And just the question that you asked, just tell me that does the constable have enough power? We live in a country which is ruled by the constitution. In this country, when Nathuram Godse, who killed Gandhi, went through under trial. Mr. Amit Shah, who is the current Home Minister, in a fake encounter case where later he was acquitted, went through the trial. So obviously, the Home Minister of Bihar, no police, the police comes under the Home Ministry. So it is just impossible by just logical thinking that a constable or a Thana Prabhari will not pull the trigger unless he has orders from Patna. It's common sense. And what we are asking for justice. And what does justice mean? Justice means it's not about punishing people who pull the trigger. It's about punishing people who actually gave the order to pull that trigger. Is it wrong? Are we wrong in asking that? And the mother of the victim is asking for the same. Now, if you
just pause for a moment, I want to ask this question. No, if you just pause for a minute. There are two sets of pictures I have, Vivek, okay? There is a picture which I have of the policeman on 16th of June going to his house, okay? And you can see the police officer is sitting there trying to talk to him. He is in a very excitable state holding a gun. He is using a revolver to threaten armed policemen who are pointing the gun at him. And in fact, the police officer sitting with him on the bed appears to show both courage and calm, that he's sitting next to an armed man, trying to convince him, talk to him to drop the gun and stop the threats. So that's a very calm kind of approach, very thoughtful approach of the police officer. In fact, it's easy to criticize the police. I would commend the police officer there who want to explain to this man to stop his antics. Okay. Suddenly the mood changes the next day. This time the police is obviously out to get him. They are armed, they are bulletproofed, they appear to be under some kind of instructions that he must be encountered. So my question here is this. I'm just going by visual evidence, okay, Satya and Manish? Am I right? Do you agree with me in this thinking that what happened?
Not.
Why did the same police, why did the same police which was patient on the 16th of June?
Very valid analysis. That's a very valid analysis, Arnab. Thank you so much for giving this perspective to the viewers. The police is just not at fault. The police has been encouraged by someone in Patna. And the probe needs to understand, the probe doesn't need to inquire about who pulled the trigger. The probe should ensure that on whose order and whose encouragement. We had the Chief Minister saying a day before that we start killing the door in elections. The color of the gamcha.
And he's again doing the same thing.
Yesterday he's
making irresponsible statements. Right, one cannot take up these irresponsible statements. You have to also look at the interview of the police person. He also has a version. Now, obviously, I'm very angry at what has happened, but at the same time, one has to understand, because the police version says that they were shot, right? Obviously, that is why judicial probe is there. So if you look at from that point of view, emotions and what prima facie one sees, police looks to be a villain. And of course, I feel very angry about it. But at the same time, everybody has a right to defend themselves. And the police says, I heard the entire interview of the policeman. They said that we tried our best to save him. And unfortunately, we couldn't. So and it was a heat of the moment. That is what his version is.
No, but if it wasn't the heat of the moment, Manish, I ask you a question. I ask you a question. If it wasn't the heat of the moment, that moment had passed when he dropped his gun. Am I right, Ravi Shankar Ravi? If he had not dropped his gun, if he had fired at the police have a right to fire in self-defense. The police, my question is legally, the police will say that he had threatened them earlier, right? But the fact is he had also dropped his revolver. Can his past action become reason enough to kill him in an encounter is the point I'm raising tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a live stream encounter, hashtag live stream encounter. We need to talk about this in this country. Because it's setting a precedent. Ravi Shankar. And see, he's not a kidnapper, he's not a murderer, he's not a history sheeter, he's not an extortionist.
Arnab, preemptive steps by the police department was possible and could have been taken earlier. He could have been arrested, he could have been booked under Arms Act, etc. But all that did not happen. This is the result of an ecosystem created by the political dispensation there. Here the CM himself, look at the statements. Two statements I want to quote here by the Honorable CM of Bihar. He said, "Jati पूछ के मारने के लिए बोले क्या? Should I tell the police to ask the caste and then fire? हरे गमछे को मारो, हरा गमछा देख के मारो." This kind of a statement. The green color ang bastram, we call that in Bihar gamcha. So this kind of statement, and if you remember 1 year ago, the DGP of Bihar, the then DGP of Bihar, probably he is the same person now, I am not sure, but he said monsoon खराब होता है तो बिहार में crime बढ़ जाए. Crime Bihar mein, the increase in crime rate is because of the bad monsoon. This kind of a statement was given by the head of the police. This is an utter unprofessionalism, unprofessional and lack of utter absence of professional ethics by the police department. The Operation Langda, Operation Bulldozer, Operation Half Encounter. What is all this? Here it is a simple case that the protector of law and order, the executioner of law and order are becoming the predator of law and order. And this is also the result of the influence and intervention of the BJP,
But Ravi,
into the law and order message.
A point here. You and Vivek are positioning this man as a do-gooder, flood activist and all that. Have you forgotten that he's carrying a gun? He's pointing it at police officers. Should this become the law in our country, that every person who claims to be an activist, tries to be a local Robin Hood, will tomorrow pick up AK-40s against the police, revolvers against the police, threaten to shoot the police, and the police should encourage them, sit there, allow it, pacify them, have a drink with them, So I think you're also, if there has to be some system of law and order, right? What you are calling Operation Langra, Operation Half Encounter and all that, let me remind you, let me remind you, in Telangana, all 4 people accused of raping and killing a Hyderabad-based person were killed in an encounter as well in 2019. She was a veterinary doctor. You remember the Vikas Dubey encounter? Don't tell me that Vikas Dubey was an activist. He was a gangster. How do you call? I want to ask you, how do you call Bharat Tiwari a flood activist and not a gangster? Take the gun away. No. Are you encouraging people to pick up the gun against the state?
No. We are thinking the debate in a very different way. No. Hold on. I have to respond. You have placed the sticker on my face that I am backing police.
1 minute. There is a fight going on here. Yes, Satya, what's your complaint? Satya.
My complaint is that you have put some sticker on my face that I am backing the police. No, I am backing the justice. He was not a gangster at all. The village man of those areas are claiming that he's our God. What I am trying to say, maybe
so
he has
every local gangster. 1 minute. Satya, this is bizarre. This is bizarre.
What has happened? A failed thing happened there that ADG Law and Order has accepted. That police failed to.
You are encouraging gangsterism.
No,
Satya, you are encouraging gangsterism.
No, not at all. Don't at all. He was not a gangster at all. Arnab, please mind your sentences and language. He was just a man who had just...
Why did he have a gun? Why was he wielding a loaded revolver at the police? Why was he wielding a local revolver at the police?
I understand that. Then you say when
doesn't that mean that you'll kill him?
Okay, Vivek.
So then every person holding should be killed. So Arnab, first of all, the police has accepted themselves that it is a casual approach. There has been carelessness. The police has accepted that he was a social activist. Even the person.
Why was a social activist carrying a loaded revolver?
Nobody is encouraging.
Are you saying that in the name of activism, we should all carry AK-47s and loaded revolvers and point it at the police?
No. No one is suggesting that. No one is encouraging that. What is
Arnab, I have 2 requests.
No, one minute. I need audio control here, please. 1 minute. Just calm down.
Arnab, I have a request to you.
Yes.
I have a request to you, Arnab. Just the way, Arnab, you followed Tuisha's murder and ensured that, she gets justice. It's a family murder. This is a basically state-sponsored murder. If national media will not follow this, I'm sure it will go under the carpet.
What
we are requesting is independent inquiry. What we are requesting is independent inquiry with a sitting judge, not a retired judge. That's it. With a sitting judge under 15 days, and the inquiry should not be for the police who pull the trigger. The inquiry should take care of the Home Ministry and SIT chief and the ADG and the DSP and SP. You cannot fire the lowest in the hierarchy. Something happens in Republic, you can't fire the journalist on the road. Arnab, you will take the responsibilities. Similarly, Amit Shah went under the trial when there was a fake encounter case in Gujarat when he was the Home Minister. Samrat Chaudhary is trying to impress his masters by trying UP model, and he will pay the price of it.
1 minute. We need to play the response. Manish Tiwari is... Manish Badia responding. Manish.
I think I would like to tell you, Arnab, then probably people from outside Bihar have not understood the context of this entire thing. Visually, it is not really good. What you see and what I see, probably, anybody who looks at those visuals of he brandishing the gun would obviously feel that he is some kind of a criminal. But I think in ground, things are not as what we see in those 30 seconds, 45 seconds of visual. And I think people outside are missing, which is why my anger is also there that he has been killed and he's been murdered. And there is someone has to answer that. But having said that, if you look at those visuals, that is what once upon a time Jungle Raj was. It's a catch-22 situation. That is what people criticize about Lalu Yadav.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask all of you a question? Can I ask all of you a question? Let me ask this question to Ravi Shankar Ravi. You'll understand. Pappu Yadav also used to carry guns, right? He was Bahubali. Was he an activist? Ravi?
Arnab, I told you.
Mention. No. You have to answer was Pappu Yadav an activist?
Let me complete. I agree with you when you said that why did he carry guns and he threatened police. It was a series of events before that also. When the police department has enough time and chance to arrest him. But they didn't do that. And when he is surrendering,
he was shot. See, I'll tell you, when you see that, he makes many statements that I'm not surrendering. He makes many statements that I'm not surrendering.
On the ground of which he could have been arrested.
You are missing one point. His father himself visited police station requesting police that my son has get a gun from somewhere, so please do something. Then police came to his house and talked to him. It was a very simple case. Police could have arrested him with gun and put him behind bar under arms act.
But he was pointing the gun when they tried to do that. That visual shows him. One minute. Please understand. Listen. That visual shows him relaxing like a local Gabbar Singh, and the police trying to explain to him. He gets up. He starts pointing the gun at the other police officers. His mother steps forward. The policeman is also trying to pacify him and tells him not to use the gun. Please don't tell me this is an innocent activist at the same time.
No. You are saying a trained policeman cannot capture a person with a gun inside house. It was a very simple thing. What I am trying to tell is injustice has been done in the case of Bharat Tiwari, justice will be prevailed.
You can't justify a live stream murder.
Investigations are on. Action has been taken and nothing and no incident.
Yeah, but Vivek, you stop making it political, no? It's not going to get your party back into power. You had a chance, you lost the elections.
I have to tell Jansura,
not everything is for power, Arnab. Who better than you know? Not everything is for power. There's a live stream murder. We can't stoop at that level. Not everything is for power. Not everything is for TRP, right, Arnab? You didn't do Tusha's thing for TRP. It was genuinely followed up. And that's why I'm thankful on behalf of all Biharis.
I am keen to pick it up, but I just... If you're all agreeing on it, and we agree there are only two options. You are saying the instruction has gone from Chief Minister. They are saying it's a local level mistake. Now,
we are saying there should be inquiry, Arnab. We are saying there should be inquiry.
So there will be an inquiry.
We are saying there should be inquiry with a sitting judge, not a retired. Arnab, you're a rational person. Why would you put a retired judge? Why would you put a retired judge in the judicial inquiry? Isn't this a valid question? Just tell me logically, you're a rational.
Why not a sitting judge? I mean, why? You see, judicial inquiries often become cover-ups. I'm sorry, with the greatest of respect, it's a time-buying tactic, right, Satya? You don't want to buy time on this.
No. There are so many inquiries. Even in the Rajiv Gandhi assassination case, there was an inquiry.
Okay.
There was an inquiry in the Babri Mosque demolition. There are so many inquiries. The government, appoint a judicial inquiry with the bigger terms and reference to investigate from every angle that who is the culprit, why this happened, and who are the responsible people behind this whole drama, whole scene, whole incident. In so many cases, retired justice is appointed as a head of the judicial commission. Even in the Bhagalpur Roy case, there was a retired justice who investigated the complete case, and the government is definitely not duty bound to, accept the recommendation. But the judicial inquiry recommend the government that these actions must be taken, because this is a very high level case. A guy of 24 or 25 years.
I think we must. I'm short of time. I'll pick this up. I'll put more reporters on the ground, and I will be back with this. At 9 o'clock tonight is it time for Bhagwant Mann to quit in the middle of the sacrilege storm. We'll tell you who's lying and who's not.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates: IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
कभी हाथ बढ़ाना साथी रे जिंदल साथी सील साथी रे अरे सॉलिड इसकी फील है जिंदल साथी सील है तो असली स्टेनलेस स्टील है क्वालिटी में दम है साथी रे बिजनेस करेगा ग्रो साथी रे टाइमलेस इसका लुक है साथी रे वो जिंदल साथी सील साथी रे
जिंदल साथी सील है तो असली स्टेनलेस स्टील है।
तो जब भी आप स्टेनलेस स्टील पाइप्स एंड ट्यूब्स खरीदें, जिंदल साथी सील जरूर चेक करें।
जिंदल स्टेनलेस, इंडियाज लीडिंग प्रोड्यूसर ऑफ स्टेनलेस स्टील।
AU सेविंग्स अकाउंट में मिलते हैं अमेजिंग बेनिफिट्स, पेपरलेस बैंकिंग एंड हायर इंटरेस्ट, वो भी हर महीने।
मनी 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 एवरी मंथ। सोच बदलो और बैंक भी।
जिंदल साथी सील है तो असली स्टेनलेस स्टील है।
तो जब भी आप स्टेनलेस स्टील पाइप्स एंड ट्यूब्स खरीदें, जिंदल साथी सील जरूर चेक करें।
जिंदल स्टेनलेस, इंडियाज लीडिंग प्रोड्यूसर ऑफ स्टेनलेस स्टील।
ऑक्टोरोमा मैनुअल वाइंडिंग 4 लोगों के पास है ये।
कुछ इससे भी अनोखा।
कमला पसंद, सिर्फ एक अनोखा स्वाद। कमला पसंद पान मसाला।
Armed forces at the borders, you know who the enemy is. The enemy is defined, right? You know who the enemy is. But in the case of internal security, I wanted to ask this question to each one of you. You can take 30 seconds to 1 minute to answer this question. You can count the number of victims of terror in India, right? Cross-border terror. But look at the number of victims of Maoist terror. 9,000 civilians have been killed in the last 20 years. 9,000. Cross-border terrors are only a fraction of that. 2,700 security have been martyred fighting Maoists. 2,700, right? In the case of, and my question is, you can take it, Rakesh sir, and then Ashok ji and Rudresh can take, 30 seconds. When you don't know who the enemy is, who's funding the enemy? Because the enemy is right next to you. The enemy is getting money from somewhere else. The enemy is pumping in money to Maoists to fight our forces. So how do you deal with that? So we refer to some of these people as urban Naxals. They could be anywhere. They could be around you. How do you deal with urban Naxals?
हमारी सरकार जिस तरह काम कर रही है उसने देश के लोगों की एस्पिरेशन बहुत बढ़ा दी है। हमारे देश में एक फौज ऐसी है, उसको लगता है ये सब मामला कुछ गड़बड़ है, लेकिन लोग आखिरकार ये अपेक्षाएं किसके पास करेंगे भाई? जो करता है उससे पास करेंगे ना, सामान्य लोग भी नहीं। पूरी कांग्रेस पार्टी कहती है कि जरा मोदी जी ये हो जाना चाहिए, होना चाहिए, कहता रहते ना। उनको भरोसा है करेगा तो यही करेगा।
Decades back, doing an international film was a validation. It's no longer validation. Wow. It's no longer validation. It's collaboration. At the moment, we are collaborating, and the world is looking at us, looking at the talents which we have in this country. When I went on the Oscar stage also, I went on stage, not that I got validation, but I went there, I worked there, I met all the executives as a proud Indian.
regular janta who's earning their daily wages or their monthly wages, they work so hard, and for them to invest on a person, they're not going to see which actor's son you are. It is pure cinema, being part of a good cinema, good film, and your hard work. And if you're sincere to your work, I think none of the lineage and coming from somebody will matter after the first film.
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate. Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
Many viewers of Republic have been calling in, writing in, expressing their opinion on whether we think Bhagwant Mann, Chief Minister of Punjab, should quit. And I'm holding back my final opinion on this till the end of the debate. But I want to say a few things tonight. Bhagwant Mann must clarify in more detail than he has so far whether the video that shows him sprinkling liquor on Sikh gurus and carrying out some rather offensive and unspeakable actions that hurt the sentiment of all Sikhs and all right-thinking people in this country. He has to explain why we should believe the man in that picture is not him. Because if there's even 1% truth in that video, he has no right to stay in office. Now, in case you haven't heard about this case, there's a video which has emerged and which has been in controversy for a while now, which shows a man believed to be Bhagwant Mann sprinkling liquor on Sikh gurus and carrying out other offensive and unspeakable acts which have offended not just Sikh sentiment, but the sentiment of people across the country. The Akal Takht had summoned him in January. And when he met them face to face, because he has to submit to the highest body, he said, see, this video is not true and it's made up, it's AI generated. But the Akal Takht got the forensics done on it, and they said the forensics proved that it was Bhagwant Mann in that video. And the Akal Takht a few days back declared him a Guru Drohi, anti-Sikh, anti-Khalsa Path, which means it's the end of his political career. Let me tell you, in Punjab, which is heading to elections early next year, is the end of his political career. Now, Bhagwant Mann refuses to accept that he carried out this sacrilege. Though I must say here tonight, admittedly, it has been reported that the Chief Minister of Punjab has a drinking problem. Now, he's gone on record to say, I swear on my family members, I'm not going to drink again. But there was a controversy also when he appeared in the assembly. That's the video, in a rather strange frame of mind, and he was accused of being intoxicated, drunk, inebriated in the assembly. Ladies and gentlemen, why is it that this allegation of persistent alcoholism continues to follow the political career of Bhagwant Mann? Is there anyone else who is always accused of being drunk? Now, viewers, Something very strange. Look at that. That's another video of him. He had to be almost carried back. It's an unfortunate behavior, ladies and gentlemen. And there he almost slipped, carried back. You can't do this when you're a public figure. You just cannot do this, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the point is this. Did Bhagwant Mann try to counter the Akal Takh's forensic report by creating one of his own? Now you say there's a saying that to cover up one lie, you say 1,000 lies and then end up lying 1,000 times, and a simple lie becomes a complicated lie and you cover up. The best thing would have been to admit if it is true. But now it is believed that Bhagwant Mann sent his policemen to meet people, as is found in that video showing Crown Plaza Gurugram visuals, to meet someone to try and fabricate a forensic report to give himself a clean chit, to create a forensic report, to say that the visual of the man who committed sacrilege was not him. The problem is that was also captured. In fact, there are hotel receipts of the stay. There's a complaint which is there. There is CCTV footage which has emerged. And there are financial transactions which have been found. And the allegation is that Bhagwant Mann and his people were offering 10 lakh rupees for a forensic report to give the Chief Minister a clean chit and get him out of this sacrilege case. Now, in that case, Bhagwant Mann is in serious trouble. First, for sacrilege. Second, for lying about it. Therefore, perjury before the highest religious body. And now to try and cover it up with an act of forgery. So as of this minute, Bhagwant Mann is accused of sacrilege, perjury, forgery, fraud, and conspiracy. With so much against him, and even WhatsApp conversations are out there, the documented facts are there. Did Bhagwant Mann tell his government officers to cover him up? Does Bhagwant Mann have a serious drinking problem? Is Bhagwant Mann an unresolved alcoholic? Did Bhagwant Mann offer a 10 lakh bribe to fabricate a report? Did Bhagwant Mann send his police to meet the forensics at a hotel? Has Bhagwant Mann ended up implicating himself? Ladies and gentlemen, see, I don't care about a person's drinking habit. I don't give two hoots about whether he's an alcoholic, but I do now if he has done what he's done and because he's sitting as Chief Minister. So if you ask me tonight, I say to Bhagwant Mann that there is one option you have. Come on my show, face me, face to face. We'll talk. I'll give you an opportunity, not a platform. But I will ask you some questions and we'll carry it live. Then the people will judge whether you should quit or not. That's an open invitation to Bhagwant Mann. Will he take up my challenge? I'll wait. Let's debate.
For the last few months, Bhagwant Mann has been firefighting the sacrilege controversy. Over this video, allegedly shot in Canada, in it, a man resembling Mann, wearing boxers, a glass of alcohol in his hand, and sprinkling it over the photos of gurus.
सब कुछ फोर्स्ड है आपके पास, किसी बात का जवाब ही नहीं है, किसी बात का जवाब नहीं उनके पास. सिर्फ एक बात कहेंगे, मेरे पे हमले कर रहे हैं क्योंकि हमारी सरकार दोबारा बन रही है, क्योंकि इलेक्शन आ गई है. ये बातों का जवाब नहीं है. सवाल इस बात के हैं, वीडियो में आप हैं कि नहीं. सवाल इस बात के हैं कि शराब पी के आपने गुरु साहिबानों का अपमान करके और आप पैसे के दम पर, पुलिस के दम पर ये सारी सिख कौम को चिढ़ाने का काम कर रहे हैं कि मैं परवाह नहीं करता तुम्हारी. सवाल ये हो रहा है.
Bhagwant claimed the man in the video did not resemble him, while party claimed it was an AI-generated video. Today, his government is in the dock for possible cover-up and forging a forensic report.
तो उनका ये ताकीद करते कोई बात नहीं, तुम्हारी ओन में होते हैं फॉरेंसिक्स पर, तुम किसी का वो दो, ठीक है, काम करना है अपने ये ऐसे करके रिपोर्ट बनानी है भगवंत मान जी के फेवर में. और उसमें जो दूसरे वो लोग हैं उनके पास 2 रिपोर्ट है कि जो रिपोर्ट है AI जनरेटेड नहीं है। मैंने कहा सर ऐसा मेरे को नॉलेज नहीं है, मैं रिपोर्ट नहीं बना सकता। हाँ, जो भी इंसान है उसको आपको पेन ड्राइव वगैरह देनी पड़ेगी, वो देखेगा, उस हिसाब से रिपोर्ट बनेगी।
The BJP, Akali Dal and Congress are pointing at this CCTV video of Punjab government IPS officers inside a hotel in Gurugram, meeting forensic experts, striking a deal.
ਅਸੀਂ ਨੇ ਵੀ ਫੋਰੈਂਸਿਕ ਲੈਬ ਤੋਂ ਜਾਂਚ ਕਰਾਈ। ਹੁਣ ਉਹ ਫੋਰੈਂਸਿਕ ਲੈਬ ਦੇ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਮਾਲਕ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਤੇ ਬੀਜੇਪੀ ਨੇ ਹਮਲਾ ਕਰਤਾ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਅਕਾਲੀ ਬੀਜੇਪੀ ਕਾਂਗਰਸੀ ਤਿੰਨੇ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਪੰਜਾਬ 'ਚ। ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਯਾਰ ਹੁਣ ਇਦਾਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ, ਇਹ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਵਾਲਾ ਮਾਮਲਾ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਉਲਟਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ, ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਹੀ ਨਕਲੀ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਜਾਰੀ ਕਰ ਬੈਠੇ, ਲੋਕ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਲਾਂਭੇ ਦੇਣ ਲੱਗ ਗਏ, ਲੋਕ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਤੇ ਹੀ ਕਮੈਂਟ ਕਰਨ ਲੱਗ ਗਏ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਨਕਲੀ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਇੰਨੀ ਘਟੀਆ ਰਾਜਨੀਤੀ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ। ਤਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਲੈਬਾਂ ਦੇ ਮਾਲਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ FIR ਦਾ ਡਰ ਦੇ ਕੇ, ਟੌਰਚਰ ਕਰਕੇ ਜਾਂ ਡਰਾਵਾ ਦੇ ਕੇ ਇਹ ਕਹਾਉਣ ਦੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਕਹਿ ਦਿਓ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੰਨੇ ਪੈਸੇ ਲਏ ਸੀ, ਅਸੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਰਿਪੋਰਟ ਫਰਜ਼ੀ ਬਣਾ ਲਈ। ਅੱਛਾ, ਜਿਹੜੀ ਲੈਬ ਚੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਰਾਇਆ ਉਹ ਫਰਜ਼ੀ, ਜਿਹੜੀ ਲੈਬ ਚੋਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਰਾਇਆ ਉਹ ਅਸਲੀ।
Gurugram police have arrested 2 men for preparing the fabricated report. The BJP has called for an investigation and demanded action against Mann.
मुझे लगता है उसकी जांच भी हो चुकी है और आप तो पार्लियामेंट में हैं, आपने यहाँ से लेके वहाँ तक, लोकसभा से विधानसभा तक का आचरण देखा भी होगा, क्या क्या होता रहा। और अगर ऐसा ही तो क्यों नहीं एक सिटिंग जज इसकी जांच करे या CBI इसकी जांच करे।
The issue is a sensitive one. If Bhagwant Mann is innocent, why did his officers want a forged report? If true, should he resign as the Punjab Chief Minister?
First, I have with me on a one-on-one Bikram Singh Majithia, senior leader of the Shirmani Akali Dal. Mr. Majithia, now we have 2 forensic reports. One which has already come out of the Akal Takht, right? And the second one, which it seems was being planned by Bhagwant Mann. The second report is not out. Will this case become one of report versus report eventually? Now, why should one report be taken more seriously than the other?
So good evening, Arnab. I guess that is what Bhagwant Mann would want, because the confusion suits him just fine. The fact of the matter is that what is the report about? This report, this particular video has been, it came out in public domain by whom? A very close personal aide friend of Bhagwant Mann, a man called Jagmant Samra, a very old associate who Bhagwant Mann used to wine, dine and holiday with. Now, when that video came out in public domain in the month of October 2025, Bhagwant Mann made a statement that this video is AI, and he got cases registered against Jagmant Samra. And after that, nothing, it all went quiet. Then a complaint goes to the Akal Takht Sahab, Jathedar Sahab. In interest of fair play, the Jathedar calls Bhagwant Mann to the Akal Takht Sahab. Bhagwant Mann goes there after a lot of hesitation, and he's asked a specific question. That he's shown the video and asked that, what do you want to say about this? He says, Jagmant Samra made it, it's forged. So the Jathedar then tells him, okay, give me names of 2 laboratories where you have full faith, we'll get them tested from there. He did not have an answer. He said, let me think about it. There was nothing to think about. There are government, state, forensic laboratories in Chandigarh, in Delhi, in Hyderabad, in Pune, where most of the government cases, where all the top cases go to, whether it's murder or any other crime. Now he knew that if he sends it to a laboratory, which is a state laboratory, things will not be in his control and he would be exposed. So he, instead of giving the names, tried to buy time. Now the Jathedar again goes back to Bhagwant Mann thrice, that I've been waiting for the names, you haven't given me any. But Bhagwan doesn't give him a name. So eventually, the Jathedar Sahib gets his checked. And eventually it so comes out that those, after 6 months it's come out.
But gets it checked from, I'm told gets it checked from a government approved laboratory. Is that a central government approved laboratory?
He gets it checked. I don't have those papers with me, but what he has, the statement that the Jathedar Sahib has made after 6 months of inquiries, that these forensic laboratory reports have come. One came in May and the other came in June, and it is said that both those videos are genuine.
Do you believe, Mr. Majitia? I'll run the visuals, ladies and gentlemen. I tell you one thing, Bikramji. I don't want to play the full video because it's a terrible video. If it is true, I don't even care whether it's Bhagwant Mann. Anyone doing that should be hauled out, right? It doesn't matter for me with Bhagwant Mann, right? But you believe this? You believe this man wearing those tight shorts out there, not wearing a turban, looking relatively slim? I can tell you, Bhagwant Mann is not a slim man, right? Do you really believe that is Bhagwant Mann in those visuals? You believe it's him?
Absolutely. No. So, the videos are not of right now. They are a couple of years old.
So why? Okay, so here's a question, Mr. Majitia. Here's a question. If they're a couple of years old, should you also not ask why they have come out now when the run-up to the Punjab elections has started?
So, first, Arnab, there are 2 points to it. You're absolutely right. But did I bring them out? It's his own friend who brought them out. Now, something that 2 friends have enjoyed in person, and if something comes out in public domain, and he happens to be the Chief Minister of Punjab, who's conducting himself in such in a manner which is hurtful.
Are these visuals from when he was Chief Minister of Punjab?
Beg your pardon?
Do you have a date to this? Was this video recorded when he was Chief Minister of Punjab?
No, I was not present to it, but obviously what's been talked about is somewhere in 2014-15 when he traveled to Canada with this gentleman, when he spent a lot of time there. Now, that is besides the point, Arnab. The fact of the matter is that he was given a patient and a hearing to clear himself with it. Are you allowed to hurt my religious feelings? You can't go around sprinkling liquor, behaving in this disgusting fashion. And it's not only about this. He's an habitual offender. The man is a drunkard. He's gone to Gurdwara Sahibs. He's gone to the Guru Granth Sahib's Maharaj Hazri in Bargadi where he was shooed away. Now I'm showing you a tweet of his wife, his ex-wife, the mother of his 2 children.
What tweet?
What have they said?
What is she?
They are saying the same thing, that you've been hiding the truth for too long. It's going to come and haunt you.
But why are you bringing up what his wife says? He's separated from his first wife, right? Is that his first wife?
Yeah, absolutely. But his first wife, who was married to him for around 15-20 years, who they have 2 children together, his own daughter, Sirat Kaur, is on record saying that I am ashamed of calling you my father. And she refers to him as the CM Bhagwant Mann. Now tell me something, a person whose daughter refuses to refer to him as her father, and the wife who has so many things to say about him, why won't we believe?
Okay, now tell me, it's clear to me, Mr. Majitia, and that's my last question to you because I'm getting into a debate. It's clear to me he's not going to quit. He's going to fight, okay? Because if he admits this, not only is he toast politically, the AAP is also over, right? In at least in this upcoming elections in Punjab, unless they replace him with someone else.
Yes.
Okay. Now, right? So, if he doesn't quit now, what happens, right? If he's not going to quit, the Akal Takht has already said what they have about him.
Arnab, you have to realize one thing. There are, we in Punjab, for us, Akal Takht Sahib is supreme. Darbar Sahib and Sri Harmandir Sahib and the Takht Sahib is, there's nothing beyond that for any Guru Nanak Naam Lewa Sangat. And nobody is going to tolerate this kind of a behavior where he's doing what he's doing.
So did someone do a sting operation on him? They've got this WhatsApp conversation with a man called SP Jashan Gill Punjab, like where the superintendent of police is giving instructions on what the forensic report should say. So it appears to me that you got a smile on your face, Mr. Majitia. That means he's been stung. This is typically he's been.
You give me.
He's been put in a trap.
To raise three. If you give me 2-3 minutes, I want to raise 2-3 fundamental points. You know, this SP Jashandeep is cybercrime, and the CP Ludhiana is. Or if you read one of the messages here, he's writing to the forensic guy asking him, "Vadiya ji report bana do, make a good report," and in the conclusion, "But jaldi banayo inanu." And then he says, you put this one query in it, that does the character in the video match the photographs of the Honorable Chief Minister of Punjab, Shri Bhagwant Mann, downloaded from publicly available images on the internet? He puts a question mark to it, and then says you quote this, and then says you go on to deny this. So I want to ask 2-3 questions. That when there is a forensic laboratory in Chandigarh, which is government approved, why did he need to go to these gentlemen in Gurgaon? Why? And on how isn't it against service rules where a cop goes and stays in a 5-star hotel? They are using state secret funds to use to make these reports that suits him.
Yeah, I get it. This is a bad scene. Okay, so you know the problem.
Last point, there was a DIG caught here with 8 lakh of rupees. The CBI caught him, and 7.5 crores were recovered from him.
Yeah.
I want to know 10 lakhs has been given in cash by these officers.
This is such a murky matter. Such a murky matter. I can talk to you for a long time. I'm going to get you back on this because we are going to do an investigative story on this by tomorrow, day after. Mr. Majitia, thank you very much. Thank you. Unbelievable story here. We're going to the debate tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the Aam Aadmi Party's Anmol today with us again. We have Arshdeep Singh Clare, Chief Spokesperson of the Shiromani Akali Dal, right? And we have Rohan Gupta. That's fine. Ramneek can join us later. Now, see. You must answer my question. I have only 2 requests. One, you must answer my question.
Please don't interrupt.
I know one. Second point is...
When I speak, please don't interrupt.
I will only when I come in.
Every question,
second point is...
You can ask me 10 questions.
Second point is, so the question here is...
Yes.
Question here.
I'm noting down your questions, but please don't interrupt.
But if you don't answer my question, I will.
No, but I'll answer on my own. I'll answer every
Superintendent of Police, Jashan Gill, Punjab. Phone number ending with 76, with 14.3 megabytes of memory left on his phone or used, giving direct instructions on how to manufacture a forensic report and saying ki ye kar do, wo kar do, amendment kar do, I will get approval, and this is a report which is being given to him. So that, and it's there, ladies and gentlemen, right? Okay. Evidence number 1, evidence number 2, hotel room number 3004, copy of invoice of stay, Punjab Police, DIG officer, Hotel Crown Plaza, Gurgaon, number 2. Point number 3, the video which is alleged to be of 2014. Now, obviously, this is 13 years back. So if you're looking at the physical features of the Chief Minister and saying he looked quite slim then, well, he was slim 13 years back. He's put on weight now. Okay, the visual number 3 is that of a man who does terrible things there. Now, the thing is, what the hell is going on now, Anmol? If you defend him, you run the risk that when his lies get caught nicely, 2 Government of India recognized laboratories have submitted report to the Akal Takht. You have no respect for the Akal Takht. You may not have respect for the Government of India, but you have no respect for Akal Takht.
We have full respect.
Okay, so now I'll give you your chance to respond to these 3 things. Okay, Anmol, and till 2 minutes I won't stop you. Go on.
At the start of your show, you said that video shows him sprinkling liquor. Why should we believe that he's not in the video? So are you authenticating that video? Are you authenticating that video? Are you authenticating that video? Yes or no? It's for you.
Is that Bhagwant Mann?
It's for you. Are you authenticating that video?
Is that Bhagwant Mann?
Are you authenticating that video? Yes or no?
Two government labs.
Are you authenticating? Has the government lab authenticated that the person in the video is Bhagwant Mann? Are you authenticating that?
Akal Takht has.
Oh no. You are wrong. You are wrong. You are wrong. That is why.
You should respect the Akal Takht.
You are declaring a person guilty on the basis of
you are attacking the Akal Takht live on my program.
Because none of the laboratories, none of the report has authenticated that the person in the video is Bhagwant Mann ji, and he himself have categorically denied it time and again. You know, the point is, you also said that forensic report proves that it was Bhagwant Mann, but it is incorrect. It is incorrect. You have lied to the country. The point is that a government that provides free education for all children, that provides free treatment up to 10 lakhs to every citizen of Punjab, that provides free electricity, 67,000 jobs, that has introduced the Beadbi bill, that has doubled the canal irrigation water, a government that has fulfilled every promise and transformed Punjab into Rangla Punjab. The real challenge before the Congress, Akali and BJP is a Bhagwant Mann government that is delivering on all counts. And you know, there's only one weapon for them. That weapon is lies, conspiracy, propaganda, and Godi media that cannot even authenticate the video itself. Secondly, if Punjab police really wanted to manufacture that video, then why would they go to Gurgaon, a state ruled by BJP, जहाँ पे पुलिस भी भाजपा की, जहाँ पे सरकार भी भाजपा की? अगर उन्हें करना होता पंजाब पुलिस को, पंजाब में कर लेते. Point number 3. Ever since Bhagwant Mann government has introduced Beadbi bill, the Akalis, the Congress and BJP, they are all rattled. इन्हें जो है ना, इन्हें समझ नहीं आ रहा कि ये क्या करें. That is why they are spreading these fake narratives. And you know what? ये कह रहे हैं कि वीडियो हमने बनाया जसप्रीत सिंह. ये जसप्रीत सिंह तो राजनाथ सिंह का खास आदमी है. ये रहा राजनाथ सिंह का खास आदमी, भाजपा के आदमी से वीडियो बना के हमारे ऊपर आरोप लगा रहे हैं. And they have also given a call. Akalis, Congress, BJP have given a call कि भगवंत मान से रिश्ता तोड़ दो, जाना छोड़ दो, उससे बातचीत करनी छोड़ दो. Look at the crowd. 5 times, हजारों करोड़ लाखों की संख्या में लोग उनकी रैली में आ रहे हैं. People of Punjab have already rejected Akalis. जिन्हें एक सीट दी गई हो, जिन पे the people of Punjab, and you must apologize to Bhagwant Mann for. And you must apologize to the people of Punjab, and you must apologize to Bhagwant Mann for spreading these fake and false narratives. That video, you have not authenticated that video.
Okay, I'll let Arshdeep.
And you are still lying.
Arshdeep and Rohan come in. Thank you. I'll let Arshdeep and Rohan come in. As I come into this, ladies and gentlemen, I only ask you: is there a person called DIG Swapan Sharma who and did any such individual stay in hotel bill room number 3004, and is that person presently in service in the Punjab Police? I ask you my second question: is there a person called SP Jashan Gill in the cyber cell or some part of the police, and does he carry a phone number that ends with 476? Is there such an individual? Are these one? I'm not talking one. Third point is, Arshdeep. The question is this now, right? Is there a group which has a problem with Bhagwant Mann and feels that this is the weapon, this is the right time to pull out the weapon, who've been sitting on this video? This video has been there is about 13 years old, okay? And it's being used now. Why has it been pulled out before the Punjab elections? Arshdeep. Arshdeep, can you unmute yourself?
I would start by saying that a sacrilege is a sacrilege.
Okay.
Please unmute myself.
No, you're unmuted. Yeah.
So I must say, Mr. Arnab, that a sacrilege is a sacrilege. No matter how old it is. Maybe it is a 7-year-old video, maybe it's a 13-year-old video. Now the question which arises today is that the Chief Minister, who went himself to the Akal Takht and submitted that he'll provide the name of 2 laboratories, and Jathedar Akal Takht Saab can get the video testified from those laboratories. So this is in January 2026, 15 January 2026. Now we are in the end of June. Did Mr. Bhagwant Mann has given any name to the Jathedar Akal Takht Sahib? No. And for these 6 months, if the Chief Minister's video was, on the media, on the social media, what action did Punjab government take? Did the Punjab government or the Punjab police got those videos verified? The answer is no. Now, when Akal Takht Sahib verified it from the topmost laboratories in the country, the Punjab police, Mr. Bhagwant Mann and the Aam Aadmi Party, they hatch a conspiracy. They go to Gurgaon. They didn't go to the CFSL Chandigarh. They did not go to the CFSL Shimla. They did not go to the CFSL Hyderabad. All the government laboratories, they go to a private laboratory. Now, the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson, he says that this is the man of Rajnath Singh. Okay, if I believe him, then why did your police go to him? It is your police who contacted him. It is your police who paid him 10 lakhs. Why? Did your chief minister answer in today's, whatever his press briefing? Did he raise any question on the authenticity of this laboratory?
Okay, I just want to,
now,
I want to give an opportunity. I'm coming to you.
Doesn't say a word.
I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you. No, one. I just come to you. Ladies and gentlemen, we must remain calm through this discussion. Religious sentiments are involved. There are a lot of people who also ask, why is the Aam Aadmi Party challenging the Akal Takht? It must submit to the wisdom of the Akal Takht, because the Akal Takht is not for followers of a political party. Akal Takht is for all Sikhs, so we must respect the Akal Takht. That is your choice, how you respond to the Akal Takht.
See, we have...
Rohan is the guy who's put out the complaint, right? There is a complainant in this case, right? And based on that complaint, the Gurugram police has arrested 2 people, both 25 years old, in relation with the preparation or alleged preparation of a fake forensic and cyber report along with financial transactions linked to the case. Is it the case that, and there's nothing wrong with it if you've done it, and police can use these methods, have you been tracking, have you as in has the central government or political party, BJP, been tracking, or does it have informers within the Punjab police who have told it that Bhagwant Mann is trying to cover things up with a forensic report? How did you get advance information that these police officers went? Now, there is a CCTV footage from Hotel Crown Plaza, Gurugram. Was this a sting operation being conducted by a group which wanted to use this controversy to unseat Bhagwant Mann? And therefore, it was very carefully planned that we'll sting the police, we'll get them in, we'll bring them to Gurugram, we'll get them into the transaction. Secondly, is there anything to back up the financial transaction? This claim being made that 10 lakh rupees was being offered, Rohan, to get a fake report. Is there some claim that proves that to be true?
See, Arnab, first of all, when you started debate, you came with a very, very specific points. It was not general. It was not obligate, or objections or any kind of allegation. No. Specific points.
Yeah.
And the answer what Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson gave, I reminded of before election Delhi thing. Same thing. When Sheeshmail question was asked regarding Kejriwal, same kind of answer. When the liquor scam happened, same kind of victim card was played. But I think Aam Aadmi Party has taken post of CM to a new low. Can you expect a CM which is always intoxicated? Can you expect a CM whose video comes by? When you see it on screen, you feel really shameful. Can you expect a CM who disrespects Akal Takht? And the evidence is what have that when Akal Takht gave him opportunity that you please give us the name of 2 laboratories, which he could not give. After that, he goes to Gurugram. After that, these evidences come. So first of all, Arnab, how low this party will stoop to? This is really new low to the Indian democracy, to Indian politics, where a party which comes to power in name of Aam Aadmi, they are taking it to a newer low. And again, they are questioning, they are playing victim card. Is this the time to play victim card? No. These are serious allegations and Bhagwant Mann should come out and answer them. How can you insult Akal Takht? How can you disavow Akal Takht? Why you didn't go back? If you are innocent, why didn't give you name of 2 laboratories long back? What were you waiting for? Why you have to go to Gurugram? So I think these are all the evidences which are clear. It's a clear-cut open and shut case. where he is responsible. Whether you do sacrilege at 5 years back, 10 years back, sacrilege is sacrilege. Then definitely you can go back and apologize and see that what kind of decision Akal Takht takes. But you are disrespecting your religion, you are disrespecting people of the state, you are disrespecting the democracy of the country, and still you have courage to play the victim card. These are the core questions, Arnab, and I'm really, really sorry to say this party has taken Indian politics to a new law, and after Delhi, people of Punjab are going to reply on this.
Now see, Anmol, this is a religious matter. Please remember that the Akal Takht is the highest authority of Sikhs. And it has declared your Chief Minister guilty of religious misconduct. It's a very serious matter, viewers. It has labelled him anti-Guru, betrayer of the Guru, Guru Drohi, and Khalsa Panth Drohi, someone opposed to the Khalsa Panth over the video. And now we have an extraordinary situation of an open battle between the highest religious body of the Sikhs and the Aam Aadmi Party. And you are doing this to back an individual called Bhagwant Mann, which means you are willing to sacrifice your party's existence in Punjab to support Bhagwant Mann, knowing his background. Now, the question I have for you is this. You know, and I know, you've seen you know that there are weaknesses and mistakes that Bhagwant Mann has made in the past. He's publicly said, I will try to give up my problem with alcohol. Is it worth it for you, right, to back him to this point only on his word? When this kind of evidence is coming up, maybe people would have appreciated it if you had said that, see, you stepped down because now all this evidence is coming, all this kind of papers are coming. You would step down till the matter is sorted, we'll talk after that, right? You can't. Now you've gone into all-out war with the Akal Takht in Punjab.
Can I respond?
You understand that point? I hope yes, you must respond.
Yes. We have utmost respect for Shri Akal Takht Sahib. वो सर्वोच्च हैं, हम नमन करते हैं, हमेशा करते आए हैं, हमेशा करते रहेंगे. Secondly, all the spokespersons on your panel, including you, Arnab, don't have the courage to verify, to authenticate whether the person in that video is Bhagwant Mann, because he's not. That is why everything is on the basis of assumption and presumption. And these false and fabricated claims are being made which are baseless to the core. I still give you, I didn't interrupt. Arnab, I didn't interrupt. This is not the way.
1 minute, just one minute.
I still challenge
Rohan, this debate, I hope you realize this debate, Rohan, this debate, one is a serious debate. It's a sensitive debate. 1 minute. I'll come to you, Ramnik. So many people are watching, lots of people are commenting, people are calling me from Punjab. I think we respect everyone. Rohan, given the sensitivity of the debate, don't interrupt him now. Because in the heat of the moment, we may end up saying things we regret. So let's calm down. I will come to you, Ramnik, but complete your point.
This fake and fabricated video was first uploaded by Jagman Samra, claiming that it is from Mumbai.
Was Jagman Samra, this man, not close at one point of time? Majithia told me that he was very close to Bhagwant Mann. Was he or was he not?
Anyone, the Punjabis don't believe Majithia. They don't believe Chitta Party and ED Party. They believe Bhagwant Mann because he has worked for their welfare. And when that video was uploaded, he claimed that it is from Mumbai, but it has been authenticated that this video, that this particular setup is of one of the hotels in Canada. However, Bhagwant Manji has never visited Canada after 2015. And here, look at this picture. It is from the same video. Here's a silicone mask. Silicone mask. You can zoom it. Zoom करके दिखाइए जरा इन्हें कि कैसे फर्जी वीडियो चलाते हैं. Secondly, Arnab ji, आप ये दिखा रहे थे that you have evidence, although you are neither authenticating the video nor authenticating this chat. But even if we consider, आप कह रहे हैं कि ये evidence है, क्या लिखा है इसमें? Today. कब का है ये? 15 तारीख का. FIR कब हुई है? 23 तारीख में. Today कैसे आ सकता है? अगर FIR 23 तारीख में हुई है, तो स्क्रीनशॉट कब लिया गया है? 23 तारीख में तो नहीं लिया गया, अदरवाइज यहाँ पे लिखा आता 15 तारीख, यहाँ पे टुडे लिखा हुआ है. ये भी गलत है, ये भी फोर्स्ड है.
Today can be any day.
Today can be any day. आप अगर पिछले हफ्ते की चैट लोगे, आप अगर पिछले हफ्ते की चैट लोगे, तो वो दिखाएगा last week.
उसकी प्रिंटआउट अगर स्क्रीनशॉट उस दिन की हो, तो टुडे दिखाएगी. What are you talking about?
Are you authenticating this? Are you authenticating this? Are you authenticating this video and screenshot?
Let's get the CDR records.
Just a simple question.
Let's get the
yes
CDR.
Or no?
I asked
yes
you
or no?
Let's get the
yes
CDR
no?
records of SP
Are you
Jashan.
authenticating this?
Is there a man called SP Jashan Singhal?
Are you authenticating this or
Is
not?
there a man called
yes
Jashan Singhal?
You are a responsible.
Is there such a man?
You are a responsible.
Is this a fictitious?
Are you authenticating
Is this a fictitious person?
Are you authenticating this?
Is it a real person?
Are you authenticating this?
Is it a real person? Is it a real person?
You are not.
Is it a real person?
You know that it is false.
You mean to say he doesn't exist?
You know that it is fabricated.
Okay, let's find out, ladies and gentlemen. The question goes: Is there a man called?
Fabricated.
Is there a man anywhere called SP Jashan Singhal?
Anytime you can apologize to Bhagwant Mann, anytime you can apologize to the people of Punjab, maaf kar denge aap.
You are asking for an apology to the Akal Takht.
No, I am asking.
You want
I
Akal
want you
Takht.
to apologize to the people of Punjab.
Okay, viewers.
We have utmost respect for Sri Akal Takht Sahib, but I want you to apologize to the people of Punjab.
Because I'll tell you.
Why are you spreading lies?
Because I'll tell you. Let me make.
Why are you spreading lies?
Let me just make a point here. The Punjab Assembly.
No one believes Chitta Party.
The Punjab Assembly passed a special act, an anti-sacrilege law, in a special Vaisakhi session at Anandpur Sahib.
On 13th April.
Strengthening the punishment for sacrilege up to life imprisonment. It faced criticism for bypassing the SGPC. By that logic, Ramnik, if this sacrilege is proved to be true, should Bhagwant Mann face life imprisonment? The sensitive matter. If true, I've caveated it. Now, Ramnik, last speaker, he speaks and then you respond. Ramnik.
Okay. So, Arnab, may I ask you a question? Have you seen the video, Arnab?
Yeah, I've seen the video.
How many men are in that video? How many people do you see in that video?
One.
And then Shri Akal Takht Sahib concludes that Bhagwant Singh Mann is a Guru Dukhi and Panth Virodhi. There is no other person who is visible. Now he says this is a silicon mask. Which forensic laboratory has given you a certificate that's a silicon mask?
And which forensic authority has given you the certificate that the person in the video is Bhagwant Mann?
Please don't. Arnab, can you please ask him not to interject me, please, sir? Which forensic laboratory have you approached? We have 7, 8 CFSLs in India. Hyderabad, Bangalore, Pune, Bhopal, Guwahati, Chandigarh, Delhi. Which one did you approach? You had the time, you had the opportunity. Now, Arnab, they are very quick. When I say they, I mean Aam Aadmi Party. They're very, very quick to file FIRs against political opponents, against activists, against journalists, against people who oppose them or speak against them. They have a track record, Arnab. Now, the evidence that they're relying upon is fabricated and money has changed hands. There is evidence of them paying 10 lakh rupees. Which account did they come from? Did it come from Punjab Police's account? Did it come from Punjab government's account? Or it was money which was paid in black? That needs to be investigated and therefore there is an FIR. Now there is no letterhead, there is no signature. The SP Cyber, Jashandeep Gill, is instructing the man that this is what I want. Change this, make this language different. Jaldi karo, sheti deo menu. This is what, 1191 frames being checked in under 48 hours. Money paid. This is all circumstantial evidence.
I ask you one question. One question, may I 1 minute. Ramnik, please listen to me, Anmol. I ask you again, with a caveat that in life I have one philosophy. I tell anyone who has lied that if you lie once and you apologize, people will forgive you. Am I right here? Do you all agree with me on this? If you lie once and you apologize, people will forgive you. But if you lie a second time and a third time and a fourth time and a fifth time, then, Mr. Clare, it gets very complicated. You are then caught in what is classically called a web of lies. Right? You agree with me, Arshdeep, on that philosophy, that approach? You agree with me, Arshdeep?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
So my question is,
yes.
Is there any conversation or communication that has happened between anyone from the Punjab police and two non-existent labs called Cyber Sentinel and Cyber Yan? And did any of these two give a certificate under pressure or inducement, right, from Punjab police officials to give a report claiming that the person in the sacrilege video is not Mann. That's all. And you see, the thing is, you are typically caught in what I call the Suresh Kalmadi trap. You know what happened to Suresh Kalmadi? No, Suresh Kalmadi started lying to cover up, and then he lied a second time, third time, fourth time, and then he was exposed. See, now question is,
Can I respond?
did anyone?
It's a Kejriwal trap.
Huh? Yes, sir.
It's a Kejriwal trap. Recent one. See smell.
No, did anybody connect with Cyber Sentinel and Cyberyan, meet them, right? Pay money through an online transaction to get 2 reports saying that this is not Mann.
So it is
Arnab, as
out in public.
No, what Mr. Clare is saying something to you, then I'm coming to you. Yes, Mr. Clare, what are you saying?
This is out in public. It is out in public. There are 2 videos from the Hotel Crown Plaza where Swapan Sharma, the Commissioner of Police Ludhiana, and Mr. Jashandeep Gill, the SP Cybercrime, they are sitting with Jaspreet. And this Jashandeep Gill has a WhatsApp chat which is now viral, which is part of the police investigation, where he is dictating to Jaspreet, who is the manager of these labs, that please prepare a report. Specific lines, specific paragraphs, specific words are being sent by this Jashandeep Gill to Jaspreet. And now what I say, I ask Anmol one thing. When Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann today appeared before the media, did he say that the 2 laboratories from which the Chief Minister got a clean chit, are they registered with Government of India? Did he make a claim? No. Are they registered with the Government of Haryana? Did he make a claim? No. He simply said that the laboratories from which I have obtained a certificate, now the Haryana government has registered a case. So the entire story, long and short, is that Mr. Bhagwant Mann, in connivance with Swapan Sharma and Jashandeep Gill, procured a fabricated report from a laboratory whose office does not even exist, and the manager with whom they were dealing, the transactions of 10 lakhs.
Mr. Clare, 1 minute. Mr. Clare, 1 minute. I am asking a question to Anmol. Anmol, no, 1 minute. Anmol, my question to you. Anmol, my question to you. Forget his face. Forget what he looks like, everything. My question to you is, on scrutiny, the one question which will be asked.
Can I respond to your earlier questions?
Just 1 minute. It's only one question. Can you confirm to me that the 2 forensic labs which Bhagwant Mann and Punjab Finance Minister Harpal Singh Cheema claimed gave the Chief Minister a clean chit, do they go by the names 1, Cyber Sentinel, and 2nd, Cyberyan?
Responding to your first question, आपने कहा कि people forgive when you lie for the first time. 4 minutes are still left. You can still apologize to the people.
I'm asking you.
Secondly, look at the
second question. What was my second? You're not going to answer my question.
I'm answering your question.
Arnab, this is not to answer my question.
Yes. Ramneek Singh raised a question that why has no.
He's not answering my question.
Claim been registered. Let me apprise you of the correct facts. They are all rattled. Look, they are all rattled. In November 2025, one of the journalists who was asked to circulate this fake video has registered an FIR with the Punjab police.
Anmol, listen to me 10 seconds.
We have already registered an FIR for this fake video.
Anmol, 10 seconds.
And secondly, certainly there exist both these laboratories.
He's lying. No.
One of them.
No, Mr. Anmol, please don't lie. No, please don't lie now.
Sir,
don't lie. Please don't lie.
Please don't lie.
It is by the Punjab police has registered FIR. Please don't lie, Mr. Anmol. It's an open challenge.
Yes or no? Are you authenticating that the person?
Yes, he is. The laboratory says so. And your report has simply. Your report is flat and simple. So please don't mislead people. Mr. Anmol, don't mislead.
You're all lying.
Yes, because your chief minister said that this is AI video, the report said no, everybody is lying.
On the point,
your chief minister is saying the truth. You mean whole of India, whole of Punjab is lying, and it is you who is only saying the truth.
No one is willing to authenticate this fake video.
Oh, it is authenticated that there is no discrepancy with the video. Please no. Please don't lie to the people.
There's a silicon mask.
Please don't lie.
Silicon mask.
Go to the courts. If people are lying, if we are lying, why are you not going to the court? Just submit to the court.
Punjab.
Just submit to the court then. Why are you not going for a lie detector? Why you don't submit to the court? Please go. Why are you not going to the court?
You did a self-poll by saying that why didn't you get it?
Please go to the court. If you have any doubts about the video, why you are not going to the court? Why you didn't go to the CM?
But it's one minute. It's an important point. And I go to Ramnik by saying this. If it just 1 minute, I have limited time. Clearly, if someone has offended you so much, you can sue him and go to court. One. B, my question was, are the two companies which Mann said have given him a clean sheet, are the names Cyber Sentinel and Cyberyan? Because if they are, then he has implicated himself.
One of them is working with NIA as well.
Is Cybercell and Cypher Cell and Cyberyan.
Working with NIA as well.
Okay, Ramnik has a counter. He has been waiting. Ramnik, let him come. He's a counter.
Anmol, listen to me. Thank you. Anmol, you want us to apologize to you? Now, मेरी गल गौर नाल सुनो.
To the people of Punjab.
If you are listening, oh, चुप कर जा बाबा. Bhagwant Siya, if you are listening.
लोगों से माफी
Bhagwant Siya,
मांगो.
अगर तू सुन रहे हैं ना,
पंजाब की जनता ने.
तक साहब ने आगे जाके दस्तखत को माफी मांग. And you will be.
काम पे तो तुम लड़ नहीं सकते चुनाव.
Oh, Anmol, खड़ जा.
तुम्हारे पास है नहीं चुनाव लड़ने के लिए.
You don't know nothing, Anmol. You don't know nothing. Anmol, you know nothing. मैं कह रहा हूँ भगवान सिया if you're listening to me, भगवान सिया जो तू सुन रहे हैं ना, अकाल तख्त के सामने जाके नतमस्तक हो, माफी मांग अपनी भुल बख्शवा, ए माफी मांग के भुल बख्शवा सिख कौम का मीण आया. You are asking the Sikh कौम to apologize to somebody.
Last word to Rohan.
शराबी को माफी.
Rohan, where are you taking this? Rohan.
उस शराबी को माफी मांगेंगे. What are you talking about? गल की कर रहे हो?
Arnab, I have never seen you so calm in your debate.
1 minute, Rohan, because it's a sensitive issue. Rohan, because it's a sensitive issue.
Through your channel.
Rohan.
Arnab, I must tell you today, credit goes to you that because of the sensitivity of the issue, you have been the calmest in all the debates I have seen you. Because the blatant lies what Aam Aadmi Party Pravakta speaking, Aman is a young guy, but today I have seen him completely helpless, completely baseless. He could not counter with a single point. Yes, it is difficult to counter such allegations, my friend. You are losing, please. I never spoke it between Aman. You are a young guy. You should not lose your personal credibility by coming to debate on such issues.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we will take this. You can send us your reactions on whether you think Bhagwant Mann should quit. It's a sensitive time for the Aam Aadmi Party and for its government in Punjab. We're tracking the story investigatively, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good night and goodbye.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
जिंदल साथी सील है तो असली स्टेनलेस स्टील है.
तो जब भी आप स्टेनलेस स्टील पाइप्स एंड ट्यूब्स खरीदें, जिंदल साथी सील जरूर चेक करें.
जिंदल स्टेनलेस, इंडियाज लीडिंग प्रोड्यूसर ऑफ स्टेनलेस स्टील.
So please settle down now for a day of powerful conversations, extraordinary stories, and defining perspectives. Because the Republic Summit is not merely a forum to discuss India's future, it is a front row seat to the people, ideas, and institutions that are helping build it. Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, to the Republic Summit 2026. Welcome to Great Power India, Nation First. I'd like to now invite Republic Media Network's founder and editor-in-chief, Mr. Arnab Goswami, along with Shri Rakesh Agarwal, IG CRPF, Shri Ashok Kumar, Commandant 210 Cobra Battalion, CRPF, and Sub-Inspector Rudresh Singh, 210 Cobra Battalion, CRPF, to please come up on stage to light the ceremonial lamp. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause as they come up. These are the people on the ground who've earned their accolades, as we request them to please move towards the ceremonial lamp and light it.
जिंदल साथी सील है तो असली स्टेनलेस स्टील है।
तो जब भी आप स्टेनलेस स्टील पाइप्स एंड ट्यूब्स खरीदें, जिंदल साथी सील जरूर चेक करें।
जिंदल स्टेनलेस, इंडियाज लीडिंग प्रोड्यूसर ऑफ स्टेनलेस स्टील।
जब तक लाजवाब न बन जाए, उसे नहीं इत्मीनान है। तभी तो रिचमैन बनना नहीं आसान है।
Sir, what about safety from fire? केबल कौन सा लगाया है?
अरे केबल का क्या है, कोई भी चलता है।
यही चलता है, बाद में जलता है। 90% of the electrical fires are caused due to short circuit. Give lot of importance to consider fire safe cable. Ignamo, the fire safe cables from Dravid. Remember, business is safe if your cable is fire safe.
Armed forces at the borders, you know who the enemy is. The enemy is defined, right? You know who the enemy is. But in the case of internal security, I wanted to ask this.
So please settle down now for a day of powerful conversations, extraordinary stories, and defining perspectives. Because the Republic Summit is not merely a forum to discuss India's future, it is a front row seat to the people, ideas. From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Tonight, another urban tragedy after the fire in Delhi and the Lucknow coaching center fire. A shed collapse and tragedy strikes again in Kolkata. At 8:30 p.m., what is the truth of the live-streamed encounter in Bihar? Why was Bharat Tiwari killed? And at 9 o'clock tonight, Bhagwant Mann, did he try to forge documents to cover up his alleged sins for which the Akal Takht has declared him a Guru Drohi? Is it time for the Punjab Chief Minister to quit on his own? There have been a series of urban tragedies in the month of June. And the latest is what happened today, a little after noon, at an under construction warehouse in Kolkata, in a place called Taratala. Ladies and gentlemen, an under construction warehouse where the iron beams and concrete all fell, and so many people killed, many, many more, ladies and gentlemen, trapped under heavy iron beams and concrete as of us bringing you this broadcast. We are told that there are questions about the construction, that there is prima facie evidence of design and construction flaws. The iron beams, we are told, were not strong enough to hold the weight of the concrete above them. Therefore, this building was always going to fall. The question was only when. Today, the Chief Minister of Bengal, Shubhendu Adhikari, was at the site as the bodies were being taken out. But the question is this: who approved the plans for this building? Who approved the construction? Is anyone at all responsible for inspecting the site? More importantly, who cleared the engineering building plan? And why is it that if it was indeed done, iron beams became too weak for the load above them? You see, viewers, these pictures we are seeing tonight should not be seen in isolation. Because this entire month we've had wake-up call after wake-up call. And as far as the system is concerned, you see, they announce ex gratia payment. Money is given to the family members of the deceased. It's almost procedural. And then we move on. But should we move on? Or should we not ask why these things happen only in India? Should we forget what happened on the 22nd of June, when 18 people, mostly aged between 20 and 24, were killed after a massive fire broke out in a 3-storied commercial building in Aliganj in Lucknow? We saw the pictures. This building housed a coaching center and a gaming zone. So the people there were very young people. These students were trapped as thick smoke and flames rapidly engulfed the structure. People did not have time to even jump out. Some people did, many couldn't. Are we to look at these matters as unfortunate incidents? Or is it time for us to look deeper and ask, are rules being broken? Are bribes being paid? Is compromise happening all the time, ladies and gentlemen, all the time? Not that there is no respect for the rules. It's just this attitude in India, this chalta hai attitude, that you can break the rules, you can flout the rules, you can save money and risk lives, and life will carry on unless the next tragedy happens. And that is exactly what happened in the Delhi Malviya Nagar hotel fire in the early part of June this very year, a few weeks back. 21 people died. There were horrific visuals there. This was a violation of bed and breakfast establishment rules. Ladies and gentlemen, 49 people were admitted to hospitals, and later came out they could only have 6 rooms, but they had 27. Which means that someone made money. Someone in government made money. Somebody offered money. And in this endless cycle of bribe giving and bribe taking and breaking the rules, in this month alone, ladies and gentlemen, over 50 lives have been lost. Therefore, and going back to Kolkata now, is it time for us to not wake up and ask whether we could be the next victims? How do you know? How do you know, ladies and gentlemen, that places you go to, malls you visit, homes you stay in, shopping complexes you visit, hotels where you stay, how do you know that rules have not been flouted there? I can tell you for sure that there is an air of uncertainty after these repeated incidents. You see, these are not tragedies. These are deliberate urban disasters. And the only reason for all of this happening is, without a doubt, each time there's a blaze, each time there's a tragedy, we call it a tragedy. It's not. It's a violation. It's a breaking of the rules. It's making money and offering money, regardless of how many lives will be lost. as a result of it. In this country, unfortunately, the feeling is unless you get caught, nothing happens. And even tonight, people think this is only a Kolkata tragedy. No, Kolkata was not a Kolkata tragedy. Lucknow coaching center fire was not a Lucknow tragedy. Delhi Malviya Nagar hotel fire was not a Delhi tragedy. These are realities of urban India. We need to wake up to, and someone needs to wield the stick. Let's debate.
A shed collapse in Kolkata. At least 8 people have been killed and multiple others injured. The Army, NDRF, SDRF and West Bengal police are working against the clock to rescue those trapped under the debris. West Bengal Chief Minister Suvendu Adhikari also reached the spot of the incident. He says multiple deceased people have not been identified yet.
যে আন্ডার কনস্ট্রাকশন যত আছে বিশেষ করে কমার্শিয়াল বা যেখানে জলাশয় বুঝিয়ে হয়েছে আগের কর্পোরেশনের বা সরকারের যে আমলে অনুমোদিত প্ল্যান 31 জুলাই অবধি কাজ বন্ধ থাকবে এবং অডিট হবে। অডিটে পিডব্লিউডি, সিভিল ডিফেন্স, ফায়ার, কলকাতা পুলিশ এবং কেএমসি থেকে টিম বানিয়ে দেওয়া হবে। চিফ সেক্রেটারি গাইডেন্স